Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Today's tale has never been completely explained. Not by science, medicine, or philosophy. An incredible story of an ordinary girl called Trilby, who became the greatest singer of her day. Today, we would say she was hypnotized by an extraordinary man called Svengali. But even that wouldn't explain it all. For Svengali was indeed a magician. In fact, a monster who left in his wake a trail of horror and broken lives.
Trilby, he mesmerized you.
Is that sinful? Is that bad?
He gets you in his power, and he can make you do anything he pleases. Steal, even murder. Anything.
There is something about him, it's true. Even now, I feel strange when I say his name. Svengali. Svengali. Svengali.
Our mystery drama, Trilby, was adapted from the novel by Gerald du Maurier, especially for Mystery Theater by James Agate Jr., and stars Marion Seldes.
It is sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
Imagine Paris of the late 1800s. Paris of Puccini's La Boheme. Bohemian Paris, the Latin Quarter, the singers, musicians, young painters learning how to paint, young models modeling for their supper and dinner, too. This young lady is fast becoming one of the most famous of all. She is certainly the best-known French model ever written about. Meet Trilby.
That is my name. Trilby O'Farrell. Not O'Farrell. O'Farrell. Lots of people make that mistake. I just think of myself as an ordinary 18-year-old who models the face, the hands, feet, the altogether, for the painters and sculptors here on the left bank of Paris. People tell me I suddenly became a world-famous singer. Sang concerts all over. I don't remember any of that. Truly, I don't. All I could ever sing was Sweet Alice, Ben Bold. I'll sing it for you sometime. I'm very tired now. I'm sitting here with lots of people all around me. Some of them are crying. I don't know why. I don't like making people unhappy or making trouble. And that's what I said to Billy that first day we met so very long ago.
Come in. Don't stand there in the door.
My name's Trilby O'Farrell. I was modeling upstairs.
Well, I'm Billy Baggett. We're all painters here, the three of us.
He means we hope to be.
That's Taffy. The other one by the window is Sandy. You modeling for Durian?
Yes, a statue of a French infantry drummer boy. That's where I'm wearing this silly outfit.
Well, you can tell, Dorian, that's the biggest joke of a uniform I've ever seen. Hi, I'm Taffy, Talbot Wynne.
Taffy was in the Crimean War. That's how he knows all about uniforms.
Well, I got so stiff holding that flag and that drum that Dorian said I could walk about for a few minutes. And my head was killing me. Oh, you have a piano. Is one of you a musician?
None of us, but it's handy to lean against.
Oh, nobody plays your piano?
Can you, Trilby?
Me, I have a tin ear. Oh, but I can sing one song.
We have a crazy musician friend who doesn't own a piano. He comes here to practice.
Hello.
Hello. My name's Sandy. Sandy Laird. Go on, come right in. We like interruptions.
You wouldn't have anything for a headache, would you? I have terrible neuralgia in my eyes. I've always had it. It just comes on and then there's nothing I can do.
Sandy, Taffy, anyone got any suggestions for neuralgia?
Strong coffee and close your eyes, I'd say.
Well, sit down anyway, Trilby. We may have some leftover breakfast coffee I could heat up.
Please, I don't want to make trouble for anyone.
Svengali not. Svengali knocked the door. This time you can't say Svengali didn't knock. Good morning, gentlemen. Svengali has come to practice the piano.
Not this morning, Svengali. This lady is suffering enough already.
How do you do, mademoiselle?
Oh, please excuse me. I don't feel very well to meet many more new people.
She poses for durian upstairs.
And I was just about to heat up some coffee for her.
Maybe Svengali can help. Your name?
Trilby.
Now, Svengali will sit in front of you. Trilby, look straight forward. Look into the whites of the eye. Whites. Keep, yes, looking. Concentrate. Concentrate on the eye of Svengali.
Well, she's smiling.
Is the pen still in the hand?
It is almost gone.
Svengali wishes all pain to go.
It was the most peculiar sensation of my entire life. I had been looking into his eyes, and then the two eyes of Svengali became one eye, and it got larger and larger until that one eye was all I could see, and around it were sparks and flames shooting out, and in the very center of that one eye, it was dark and so deep and dark. I could hear as though from the back of a very long tunnel. I could hear the voice of Svengali.
Ma petite Trilby, Trilby, no more pain, no more pain, ma petite.
The strangest feeling, like being carried to another place. A beautiful feeling. I cannot really describe it. Covering me with peace.
Is she asleep? Her eyes are closed.
She is not sleeping. Say it to her. Ask her.
Are you asleep, Trilby?
No?
Then open your eyes and look at me.
She cannot open eyes. Now, she will not be able to open the mouth. Ask her.
Why couldn't you open your eyes, Trilby?
No. Oh.
She is trying to say something, but it is impossible. Now, she shall not get up from the divan. Go on, ask her.
She's bound by a spell. She can't move.
Svengali will now set her free.
It's gone. Oh, it's gone. My headache is gone. Oh, Mr. Svengali, thank you.
That's unbelievable. She's dancing about like a madman.
Oh, now I can go back upstairs to Dorian's and pick up my flag and my drum and pose for him without feeling like I'm dying. Oh, how can I thank you? How can I thank you enough, all of you? It's a terrible affliction. I've had it all my life.
Ma petite. Mademoiselle Trilby, there is something you can do for Svengali, if you would be so kind.
Oh, anything.
Will you permit Svengali to look into your mouth?
My mouth? Well, certainly.
What do you see?
When this young lady was moving and laughing, Svengali suspected, huh?
Oh, is there something the matter with me?
On the contrary, dear lady. The roof of this mouth is like the great dome of the Pantheon. What a sounding board. But it is a great and sorrowful pity you do not also have musical organization. So it is. What God has given with one hand, with the other he has taken away. Svengali goes now. He is delighted he had made the pain disappear. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
You have to go, Svengali. You haven't practiced.
Another time. Now I am late. Au revoir, Taffy. Sandy. Au revoir, ma petite.
Oh, he's a strange one, isn't he?
I can't get over it. He never touched the keyboard.
Oh, I'm so terribly grateful to him, but I don't know, he sort of reminds me of a skinny, hungry spider. Well, he cured my pain. You don't know what a blessing that is. And if it happens again, and of course it will, I'd go back to him like a shot.
I don't know, Trilby. I'm not so sure I wouldn't rather have any pain than have it cured in that unnatural way. He mesmerized you. Did you know that?
You mean he talked to me?
Well, I'd heard of it, but I'd never seen it done.
Well, is that bad?
Well, they get you into their power, and they can make you do anything they please. Steal, even murder. Anything.
Oh, you make the cold shivers run up and down my spine when you talk like that, Sandy.
All I'm saying is, be careful, Trilby.
Yeah. Yes, I suppose there is something about him, but without him being in the room, I do feel sort of strange when I just say his name. Svengali. 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 I could not get him out of my thoughts. In the middle of the night, in the street when I was walking, he would appear to me, unexpected. Billy told me he was a great musician who had not yet made his mark, a composer of music, a conductor, and a teacher. I knew he must be a genius. Only a genius would not care, going around looking shabby and dirty, and his hair long and black and oily, and his beard scraggly, not an appetizing man at all. And his eyes, impossible to describe, so bold and brilliant and jet black. I had to see him again. Something compelled me. The best way I found was to cook for the three painters, sew a little for them, take care of them, and of course they never suspected why.
Trilby, for a Parisian model, you prepare food like a Parisian cook.
Well, I had a younger brother to practice on, and my mother.
And I like the way you darn my socks.
To say nothing of how invisibly she can mend a shirt.
You see, you please us all.
Well, not everybody is so happy with me.
No? Who? Whoever he is, he shall have to answer to the three of us.
Oh, Dorian upstairs, he's not happy. He keeps asking, why can't I stay longer when I pose for him, and what do I have to do downstairs, and why can't I come tomorrow? Well, at last I had to. I promised him I'd sit for 3 days in a row.
3 days we don't eat.
Oh, back to the bistro on the corner for us.
I'm going to pose for him in the Altogether.
In the Altogether?
Oh, well, why not?
Well, Trilby, that means...
Oh, what do I care? He's doing a statue of Venus. It pays twice as much. And after all, I am a professional model. They all do it.
Hey, Billy, what's the matter? Why are you leaving the table?
I'm going out.
But you haven't eaten any dinner hardly.
I've had enough.
You've hardly touched your roast potatoes. Don't you like them?
Goodbye.
Oh, Billy! Billy, come back. Oh, I must go after him. Excuse me. Please excuse me.
Sandy, I have a sneaking idea that Billy is in love with her.
I've had that idea for some time.
Are you for it?
How can I be against it? How does she feel about him?
I don't know.
I don't know where Billy went. What was wrong?
Oh, nothing, I'm sure.
Well, didn't he like my cooking?
Well, of course he did. We all do.
You know, I never see your friend Svengali anymore. Doesn't he come here to play the piano?
Svengali?
Yes, you know, the one who cured my terrible headache that day.
Yes, we know. Svengali. Listen, Trilby, take a tip from me. It's not wise for you to be interested in him.
One must remember that hypnotism, 100 years ago, was thought a mysterious and frightening experience. And it was pretty avant-garde for Du Maurier to make it the basis of his novel, Trilby. Even today, there are many who believe the hypnotist can cure where the doctor cannot. But what did it do to the life of that young model, Trilby? I shall be back with some of the answers in a few minutes. Trilby was fast becoming one of the better-known models of Paris. It's no wonder that Billy had fallen in love with her. Then, suddenly, one day, she disappeared. Winter became summer, and summer again became winter. The three young painters returned to London, and within a year, Billy was discovered. He was William Bagot now, the famous artist whose works hung in the National Gallery of London. His two friends, though not as well known, also painted. Sandy did portraits, and Taffy turned to commercial art. But what of Trilby? Since this is her story, we let her tell it.
I knew Billy Bagot loved me, but I also knew I could not be a wife for him. I knew one day he would be a great artist and me, a nobody. It would not be good for him to be married. The only other person in the world I really cared for was my little brother. And that day when he suddenly took ill and died, when Johnny died, I didn't wish to live another day. We buried him in the country near where I was born. I came away from that funeral a little crazy, I think. I cut my hair off and I dressed like a man. I walked all the way back to Paris alone. The pains in my head that started the day Johnny died never stopped. When I reached Paris, I was going mad from the torture of it. And so I went to see the only person I could think of who could cure me. Svengali.
Trilby. Ah, yes, Svengali remembers. Come in, little one. Entrez, ma petite. It has been a long time. And little Billy, Taffy, and Sandy, how are they?
Oh, I don't know. They moved away to London. I haven't seen them.
You still pose for Dorian?
No, I haven't in a long time. I went home. My little brother died.
Ah, ma petite Trilby. Svengali is sorry to hear that. Sit down, my child, here by the fire. And what are those peculiar clothes you are wearing? The trousers of a workman and that cap on your head? Take it off, Trilby. Oh, you have cut off all your hair. And you are crying.
My head hurts so. You were wonderful about it once, Mr. Svengali. Do you remember? I've never forgotten.
Now, have you eaten food, child? I will get you coffee and bread and butter and then take you to the Rue Savanarola for a good hot bath. And then you sleep.
Oh, please. Can you make the pain go away?
Of course. Has Svengali ever failed his Trilby?
Yes? Who is it?
Svengali.
What? Where am I?
How is my little bird this beautiful morning?
Oh, of course. Now I'm at the... Oh, I feel fine again. Oh, I slept so well.
For 2 days and 2 nights.
For 2 days and 2 nights, that long? Oh, whatever can you think of me?
What are you going to do now, ma petite?
Well, I don't know.
A long time ago, you may have forgotten, Svengali asked to look into your mouth. Svengali told you he can make you sing.
Oh, I can sing already. Do you know Sweet Alice Ben Bolt? My father taught it to me.
Do you have a place to go, Trilby?
No, I gave up my room when I went to the country where my mother and my brother lived. I mean,
where my brother died.
Svengali does not like tears. They are wasteful of the soul.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can live here, Trilby.
Oh, alone? With a man? No, I mean no disrespect, but...
Who said alone? Huh? Martha! My old aunt, Martha. She takes care of me. She can take care of you, too. Ah, Martha, come in. I want you to meet Trilby, Svengali's new pupil. Oh, she is going to become a great singer someday.
Who is it? Is this the house of the great William Bagot, painter extraordinary?
Billy, my boy, open up.
Sandy! Taffy, what a nice surprise. Where do you keep your glasses, Billy?
Glasses? What for? What's that bottle?
Champagne, dear boy. Ah, here they are.
What are we celebrating? Sandy, you're doing another portrait of Lady Curzon.
Oh, don't mention the dear rich lady's name. I've done her portrait umpteen times. And now I'm starting in on her favorite horse.
All right, then. We drink to Lady Curzon's horse.
Oh, no, we do not. We drink to Trilby.
To Trilby?
Oh, don't pretend innocence with us, Billy. We've just come from the National Gallery. That is her portrait that just hung there, isn't it?
Yes, we stood there. The years rolled away. So we just had to see you, Billy, and tell you what you made us feel.
It is a marvel. It's just the way we first saw her 3 years ago, standing there in the doorway of our old Paris studio, wearing that French drummer boy's outfit. It's an extraordinary work.
To Trilby.
Sandy, do you mind if I don't drink to her?
To you, then, my boy.
It's so hard for me. I can never forget her.
So she turned you down. I think, especially now, you'd want to drink to her.
Why especially now?
Oh, Billy, my boy, you sleep, eat, and live painting, so I'm not surprised you don't know what's going on in the rest of the world. Haven't you heard about La Svengali?
La Svengali? You don't mean that noisy, conceited musician who used to come and bang on our piano, Svengali?
La Svengali is a singer with a range of contralto to soprano who's been touring Europe and Russia, making audiences weep, thrilling them with music the like of which hasn't been heard in 100 years.
Well, who is she?
I've never seen her.
Talk is she's a pupil of Svengali's, a young girl. They're married, and only he conducts her concerts, never anyone else.
I know what you're thinking, but it couldn't be her. Not Trilby. She absolutely could not sing a note.
Taffy and I were thinking of taking a trip back to Paris. Visit the old studio, the old streets. La Svengali is giving a concert there. What say? Why don't you come along with us?
To Paris? Oh, I don't know.
If it's really Trilby, we want to hear what that crazy old horror Svengali has done. If he has really been able to take her and create the greatest singer of the century.
No! Idiot! Imbecile! I know you have absolutely no ear whatsoever, but cannot you remember one blessed thing Svengali is teaching you?
I'm sorry.
Svengali does not want your sorrow. All he asks for is your concentration.
But which piece of music am I studying? I don't remember. I don't know where we are. I don't remember anything.
3 years, morning, noon, and night, 6, 8 hours a day. Svengali is testing your voice, note by note
I try.
Well, and you succeed, my singing dove. There is no end to your notes. Each more beautiful than the other, velvet and gold, beautiful flowers, pearls, diamonds, rubies, drops of dew and honey. You are truly a phenomenon, ma petite Trilby, but dumb. Stupid as an ox. Now watch me. Look at me, look. I want you to remain on one note. Make it go through all the colors of the rainbow. Make Svengali happy. Make Svengali sad. Make him laugh. Make him cry. One note.
I will. Svengali, I will. I can.
Of course you can. And you will. With Svengali, you don't need an ear for music. Your eyes, the eyes of Trilby, watching the eyes of Svengali.
I will. I can.
Watch. Look. See. We begin.
It's hard to believe that could have been Trilby up there.
Good heavens, Sandy, how could you doubt it?
Yes, it was. It was her.
Our little Trilby didn't have such talent. Nowhere near it. This Svengali is a true musician, and that takes years of study. She's no simple-minded, ignorant little...
Sandy, will you stop it?
Sweet and friendly girl. This is a woman. There's suffering on her face.
I can only go by my feelings, and it is her. Heaven knows how this angel of music came to be.
Oh, Svengali taught her. Did you see her eyes glued to him, every movement he makes conducting the orchestra?
Lord. Billy, you've got to remember you're not a little lovesick boy anymore. You are William Baggett, the William Baggett, a world-renowned painter.
And I'd give it all up if I could be in that monster's shoes. There she is, married to him. Did you see the way they took the curtain calls together? Hand in hand. Master and pupil, husband and wife, smiling and bowing together. She holding on to him with all that love.
I know she saw the three of us. She looked right at you, Billy.
Yes.
And at that moment, I could have sworn her eyes, I don't know, became very wide. And then did you see Svengali suddenly turn around at the conductor's podium and the look he gave us?
Yes, I did.
I must say, it did make me wonder.
It made me sure it was Trilby.
Oh, I'm so very tired. What is this place we're in, Svengali?
A hotel in Paris.
We're in Paris. I'd love to take a walk to my old neighborhood in Montmartre tomorrow. May I, Svengali?
Tomorrow we are going to London on the first boat train.
Oh, you never let me do anything anymore. I don't have any fun. We used to have so much fun. But, well, now it seems to me that I'm always asleep. And when I wake up, I'm wearing some silly long dress and gloves like I'm wearing now. And Marta has to help me take this off. Oh, why do I sleep so much, Svengali?
Perhaps you are still a little sick from the long walk you took, that unnecessary walk to Paris after your brother died.
Will you stop that? I don't want you ever to say anything again, not one word about my Johnny. You stop, you hear, you mean old man. I hate you. Oh.
And Svengali would slap you again and again if you talk to him like that.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. What did I say? I owe everything to you.
Ungrateful stupid who cannot sing a note to save her life, who cannot tell one tune from another. I have made you, created you.
What are you saying? Made me what? Well, I know I cannot sing.
Don't waste my time. Go to bed.
No, I want to know.
Svengali can do anything. He has made himself a singing machine, a Stradivarius of flesh and blood. It is I who am the singer Trilby. Me, Svengali. I sing with your voice, Trilby. Now, go to bed.
Frightening, isn't it? Now we know. There were two Trilbys. Svengali's Trilby, a sound box, and the Trilby who was loved by the painter and who could never forget her. Where will it end? I shall be back in a few moments with Act 3. We are in London. For 2 nights in a row, La Svengali has given gala recitals at the Drury Lane Theater. Sandy, Taffy, and Bill attended both nights. On the second night, they were certain La Svengali was Trilby. They agreed, yes, her face was older, certainly the face of a woman who has experienced unhappiness, but an air of mystery surrounded her, almost as if she were unaware of what she was doing on that stage. The three friends, in formal dress, as indeed everyone was in the audience, sat in the second row, waiting for the concert to begin.
I thought I'd gotten all over her. As you said, I was a boy then, and I'm a man now, but Trilby is still in my blood. And it's so hopeless. She's the wife of Svengali, and together they've conquered the world. Last night during the concert, every song I saw the way her eyes followed him. Svengali's a great musician, Sandy. Everybody can derive pleasure from music. You don't find a painting making people weep the way music does. People don't shout and scream and applaud paint on a canvas the way they carried on last night right here. Yes, I'm jealous, unhappy, and it's also hopeless.
But it's over, Billy. You have to accept that.
Forgive me for carrying on like this. I'm sorry. I truly am.
Sandy, is it true that Svengali is not conducting the orchestra tonight?
I thought he always conducts for her.
Haven't you heard? Backstage gossip has it that they were rehearsing this afternoon, and Svengali interrupted Trilby several times. Got very excited and struck her with his baton.
What?
Then she fell on her knees and
Good Lord.
and cried out and begged him not to hit her. She said something like, "I'm singing the best I can." And when she was on the floor, he kicked her. The first violinist couldn't stand it, and he made a grab for Svengali. And the next thing anybody knew, he'd cut Svengali with a knife.
I never heard a single word. They must have hushed it up.
Yes, cut him across the back of the neck. They sent Svengali back to his hotel, and I understand the doctor has absolutely forbidden him to conduct this evening.
That's extraordinary. So someone else is taking over.
Just look around you. The place is crowded to the rafters. I can't see one empty seat.
Yes, there's one there.
Huh?
That lower box, the one nearest the stage.
Our box holders are notoriously late. Whoever it is, better hurry. The conductor is raising his baton.
I see by the program her first song will be without accompaniment. Like the one she did in Paris that brought down the house.
Here she comes.
Oh, she's magnificent. She never looked so beautiful.
Kathy, look at Billy. Poor Kathy's crying.
Well, at least he's letting it out.
Look who just walked into that empty box.
Svengali.
He can see us. He's looking right at us. Oh, would you clap your eyes on that face?
Strange, isn't it? As though it were frozen into a laugh.
Trilby, sing, my sweet. You don't need to keep looking at him. Music is in your heart. Sing.
Oh, she's opening her mouth, but good Lord, it looks like she's trying to sing, but no sound's coming out.
I can't take my eyes from Svengali. His eyes, they're glazed, unseeing.
Trilby, sing! You don't need him! For God's sake, sit down. What in heaven's name?
She's fainted.
Billy, come back here. He's running on stage.
Kathy, look in the box. Svengali has fallen over. You can't move an inch backstage here.
This is the door shut.
Yes, who is it? Billy, how did you make it here before we did?
Oh, Trilby.
Trilby was just singing Ben Bolt for me just now.
Oh, Charlie, dear. And Sandy. What is all this about? Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Imagine what a surprise it was when Billy walked in just a minute ago. Where on earth am I? Oh, it's been so long, my dear friend.
Trilby, are you all right?
Of course I am. What's the matter? What are all those funny looks between you? Why are you all dressed in black with white ties if you're going to a ball? Where's Svengali? I want to go home.
Where is home, Trilby? I mean, where are you staying in London?
Oh, it's some hotel near Hyde Park. Isn't that stupid of me? I can't seem to remember. Where's Svengali?
Well, he was in a box, Trilby. I'm afraid... I think he took ill.
Dear little Billy. How pale. How very pale. You don't eat enough. Doesn't anybody cook roast potatoes for you anymore? I'm so glad to see all three of you again. Tell me, where are we now? What is this place? This room, this funny little room with all these mirrors. Where am I?
Taffy, I think we ought to take her to Billy's place in Fitzroy Square. He's got the biggest house of any of us. Billy, will you mind?
No, of course not.
And Trilby, come along with us. We're all going over to Billy's.
Oh, I'd love to.
Good morning, Trilby. Did you sleep well?
Oh, come in. Come in, all three of you. Do you know there was a doctor here this morning after I was up and dressed? He said he was a friend of Billy's. Nice man, but I wasn't sick, so I didn't know what he was doing here.
Well, he's an old friend and a very fine doctor. I just wanted him to see you, Trilby.
I slept marvelously. Is this your house, Billy? They sent me my clothes and the trunk from the hotel so I could get out of that awful Greek or Roman thing I was wearing last night. I can't think where I got that. Must have been out of my mind to wear that. I can't seem to remember. Why do you suppose I wore it? What is the matter with Svengali? Is he dead? He must be dead. I have a feeling. He is dead. I can see it in your faces. He had heart disease. I'm sorry. He was always very kind to me.
Yes, Trilby, he's dead.
I was looking at my hands this morning, and they're all black and blue, as if somebody had hit them. And I have a terrible bruise on my side. I should have told the doctor, because I don't know where I got those.
I'm afraid it was Svengali. He struck you while you were rehearsing.
Struck me? Rehearsing? What are you talking about? Svengali never struck me. He was kindness himself always. And what would I be rehearsing?
The songs you were to sing at the Drury Lane last night.
Sing at the theater? I never sang at any theater. Oh, was that big place we were in a theater? I did see him. Oh, yes. Svengali, in the box opposite. He was looking so strangely, like he was laughing about a secret or something. And he was staring straight out at me. And then I thought, why is he laughing at me? Oh, it's fuzzy in my mind like a bad dream. What was it all about, Billy? Was it a dream?
Trilby.
What?
Don't you remember singing in Paris at the South Play, and in Vienna, and St. Petersburg in the Winter Palace?
You're pulling my leg. What nonsense. Now you're thinking of someone else.
You were never in those places?
Oh, yes, I was. We were in Vienna and St. Petersburg, Svengali and I. He played everywhere. But I never sang there. Good heavens.
Trilby, can you remember how long you've been married to Svengali?
Mm-hmm. Months. Years. I forget. You know, I looked for him in Paris when I was so awfully sick. I was much worse than that time in your studio, remember? When he cured me?
Was it the same old neuralgia?
Oh, no, much worse. I went sort of crazy when my little brother Johnny died. And this terrible pain in my head. It's funny, isn't it? Poor Svengali. Tell me how he died.
Quite suddenly, I believe.
Oh, I hope he hadn't much pain. Billy? Billy, what are you doing over by my trunk?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, yes, you are. You found something. What is it?
Just a picture.
Well, let me see it. I want to see it. Bring it here. Oh, I've never seen that picture before. How did it get in my trunk? And Marta put it there before we left Paris. Look, Taffy, Sandy.
Yeah, it's a splendid photograph of Svengali. He must have been quite young.
But the eyes are the same. Those big black eyes with all the white showing. I'm so very tired. I'm sitting here with so very many people around me. Why are they crying? I don't like to make people sad.
My dearest Trilby, how like an angel you sang.
Why are you all crying?
Because you have been singing so beautifully.
I have been singing?
Oh, yes. For the past quarter of an hour.
It was like a voice from heaven.
Well, I feel so tired, and I don't think it's quite fair of you to joke with me when I'm so very tired. I was singing just now.
Holding on to that picture of Svengali and singing your little heart out.
I'm so tired. Do you mind, dear friends, if I just close my eyes. You go on talking. I don't mind that.
Trilby. Lily. Is she asleep?
Trilby. His photograph. It slipped out of her hand.
Svengali.
Oh, good Lord. Is she dead?
Yes, Trilby was dead. Within minutes, the doctor arrived, and, incredible as it may seem, he said that Trilby had been dead for at least half an hour. Dead for the past half hour. That would mean from the moment she had begun to sing her last song. This extraordinary story is not quite over yet. I'll tell you the rest in a few minutes. Not long after the death of Trilby, little Billy, known to the world as artist William Baggett, also died. His close friends said he could not bear the memory of Trilby dying with Svengali's name on her lips. They say he died of a broken heart. And that is the end of the story. The strange account of the most beautiful singing voice the world had ever heard, and the fantastic haunted man by the name of Svengali, who breathed musical life into the soul of his Trilby, and when he died, took that soul with him. Our cast included Marion Seldes, Ian Martin, Mandel Kramer, and Gordon Gould. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by ARM, Allergy Relief Medicine. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. We are told that a wise child makes a father glad, but a foolish one is the despair of its mother. Somehow, it doesn't seem right. If the kids make good, it's a credit to Papa. And if they don't, who gets the blame? Why, Mama, of course. It isn't fair. Well, very few things are.
But I saw her.
Saw who, Mrs. Wicklow?
Monica, Lieutenant Garfield.
Monica. Mrs. Wicklow, Monica's dead.
I know.
Therefore, you only think you saw her.
I did see her, Lieutenant. I did. And before you say another word, come with me. You'll see her, too. Our mystery drama, The Stranger Inside, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Ralph Bell and Carol Teitel. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Know thyself. Thus we are urged by the poets and the philosophers. Gaze inward, and thou shalt find the stranger within. How studiously, how desperately we seek to avoid him or her. For this is the one confrontation we may be unable to survive.
The homicide detective is driving slowly through the deserted streets. It is very late at night, but he is in no hurry. You've heard it said, you've also read, identification of the victim is being withheld pending notification of next of kin. He's about to notify next of kin. In the line of duty, he has had to visit many houses, but he does not usually get to mount the steps of a mansion as sumptuous as this one. For a while, there is no answer. Finally, a small interviewing slot opens in the door, and a voice inquires.
Yes?
Police.
Oh.
Is Mrs. Whitlow home?
Well, is it important, sir?
Would I be ringing her bell at 4:30 in the a.m. to sell her tickets to the policeman's ball?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, come in, sir. Why do you wish to see Mrs. Whitlow?
I would have to tell that to Mrs. Whitlow.
Well, so you can tell it to me, and I shall see that she's informed.
I can't tell it to you.
Sir, I'm afraid there's a problem.
Oh, yes?
Mrs. Whitlow is not at home.
When do you expect her?
Oh, I couldn't say, sir.
Where'd she go?
Once again, I couldn't say, sir.
Would you have any idea?
Oh, none at all.
What's your name?
It's Downs, sir.
Look, Mr. Downs, while I don't say she exactly signs out with you every night...
Oh, what an odd thought.
Still in all, you would have some kind of an idea where...
No, sir, well, shall I explain? This evening, Mrs. Whitlow said she was going to a dinner party at Mrs. Aston's. Now, on the way, she may have changed her mind and gone somewhere else.
Where?
Who knows? Pookie's play is opening at Covent Garden in London tonight, or Boo Boo is giving a party in Paris. They have such impossible names, these people.
So?
So, someone might say, let's get into so-and-so's private jet and crash. Or they may have decided to go to New Orleans or San Francisco.
Yeah.
On the other hand, she may walk in at any minute.
Well, I better wait a while.
Yes, sir. Try that chair. It's more comfortable than the sofa.
Thanks.
Would you care for a cup of coffee?
No, thanks. I'll tell you what I could use, I mean, I'm definitely not supposed to, especially on duty, but...
Straight with the soda, sir.
You're a pretty good guy, Downs. Is that English accent legit, or do you put it on?
Oh, I was born in London, sir. I'm entitled to it. It's about Miss Monica, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear, one could tell. One just knew it was coming.
Good morning.
Mrs. Whitlow?
Mrs. Whitlow, I presume. Dr. Livingston, I presume.
I'm Detective Lieutenant Jerome Garfield.
Oh, Downs told me there was a policeman waiting for me. Oh, don't shoot, officer. I'll go quietly.
Mrs. Whitlow.
Oh, did I park in front of a fire hydrant again?
Mrs. Whitlow.
Oh, you see, I'm going to keep doing it. Do you know why? Because I never get punished for it. Every time I get a ticket, why, Arthur or Harold fixes it. No, this time I will take my medicine here. Put on the handcuffs.
Mrs. Whitlow, I'm here to inform you that your daughter, Miss Monica Whitlow, was killed at about midnight.
Yes.
We believe it occurred during the course of a robbery.
Yes.
The thief evidently lost his head and fired. According to the coroner's report, death was instantaneous.
Monica is dead?
She was definitely identified by the documents in her purse and, of course, by her fingerprints.
Where would you get her fingerprints?
I'm sure you know, Mrs. Whitlow. She was arrested that time for possession of drugs.
Well, who has identified her positively? I mean, after all, until a member of the family identifies her positively.
I understand, Mrs. Whitlow, and therefore I should like to escort you to the morgue.
The morgue? Oh, no. No. Take Downs with you.
Downs?
Downs knew her. He knew her better than anyone else. He was her friend at Takedown.
You are her only living relative, Mrs. Wicklow.
Does it have to be me?
You're her mother.
Well, I'm only his stepmother.
I'm afraid in this case it will be necessary, Mrs. Wicklow.
Please. All right. When do you want us to go?
Now. I'm sorry about everything, Mrs. Wicklow, but I had to be the one to inform you and subject you to that experience in the morgue. There are questions I must ask you, but I'll call on you in a day or so. Goodbye. I advise you to get some rest.
Well, where are you going?
Back to police headquarters.
Oh, don't leave me. Please don't leave me.
Well,
Please come in. Don't leave me alone. I couldn't stand that. Please.
All right.
She's dead, isn't she?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did it happen?
Albright Avenue, near Dickens.
Albright? Near Dickens?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, what was she doing there? That hasn't been a respectable neighborhood in 50 years.
We don't know.
She was wandering around at midnight? Why?
Mrs. Wicklow, that's a question I thought I would ask you.
I don't know why she was there.
Didn't she ever tell you where she was going?
No.
What about her friends? Could you give me a list of her friends?
I couldn't. I didn't know any of her friends.
I see.
What do you think you see? They knew absolutely nothing about my daughter?
Yes.
You're right. I don't. I didn't.
Did the two of you ever talk?
Did we ever talk? Now that you mention it, not very often. And not about very much.
And you really knew very little about her?
I knew very little about her.
I think I'd better be going.
Don't go. I don't want to be alone.
Mrs. Wicklow,
I know what you're going to say. It is not the function of the police department to furnish people to comfort those
I wasn't going to say that.
But this is a very bad moment for me. And it's remarkable that I have no one to turn to.
You do have friends, Mrs. Wicklow?
My friends are all butterflies, Lieutenant. Marvelous companions in prosperity. But they simply cannot function in adversity.
You have your servants.
My servants judge me.
I'm sorry.
I suppose it's my fault.
Why do you say that?
Well, it's nice of you to ask. To pretend you don't know.
But I don't.
You saw her. A rather plain-looking, ungainly girl.
Mom.
And you look at me. Would you take me for her mother? No one else ever did. Everyone thought I was her somewhat slightly older sister.
Everyone thought so. I don't think so.
You don't?
I didn't think she was plain-looking or ungainly either. The first and only time I ever saw her was just a few minutes ago. She was dead.
I deserve that.
Mrs. Wicklow, I'm sure that you could very probably have a lot to reproach yourself for. You know that better than anyone else. But what is done, and blaming yourself isn't going to bring her back.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
We live in a very violent time. These terrible things happen. Perhaps it wouldn't have happened if she was safe at home.
Or if she had a home she felt safe in.
Well, there's nothing I can say about that.
I'm sure there's plenty you could say about it, Lieutenant. But you're too much of a gentleman. So, what happens now?
Now, we will try to find the killer.
Yes. Well, thank you, Lieutenant. You let me know if there's any progress.
Homicide, Garfield. Oh, it's you. Come on. I'm not holding out on any of you guys. We just don't have any leads, that's all.
Yeah, I know you have to write something. I don't know what she was doing in that neighborhood. I don't know why anyone should have wanted to kill her. Look, rich girls get murdered, too. That's democracy. Yeah, well, same to you.
May I come in?
No, it's you.
Yes. May I sit down?
Yes, please. Well?
I was wondering if there'd been any progress.
None at all.
Oh, but you do have some leads.
Not a single one.
Yes, but in the papers and on the air, they say the police are following certain leads.
We have to say that.
You do?
There's two reasons. One, if we say we're nowhere, then people get angry and begin asking why are we paying the police their wages.
Oh.
And two, there's a chance to shake things up. People involved might get scared. Somebody can come forward and try to make a deal.
I see.
But so far, nothing's happened.
Everyone says that Monica was killed during the course of a robbery. Why?
Why? Because it makes sense. Why else would she be killed?
But I have come here to ask questions, Lieutenant.
She wasn't physically assaulted in any way.
She wasn't robbed either. You found her handbag near her body. That's how you were able to identify her.
Yes, Mrs. Wicklow. But it was a shoulder bag. She was obviously wearing it. The thief took it. But the shot must have attracted attention. He lost his nerve, ran away. He just dropped the bag.
Do you believe that?
It's a pattern. It occurs in a great many holdups. You get some first-time kid and he panics.
I don't think so.
You don't? Why not?
But why did he have to kill her? He already had the bag. She wasn't screaming or putting up a fight.
You're dealing in the dark area of the criminal mentality.
All right, but let us assume that it wasn't a holdup.
Why should we?
Well, then we would have to ask what else it could have been.
Why should we even ask that?
Lieutenant, I can't prove this, but I have the feeling that the police department isn't really working overtime to solve this murder.
What makes you say that?
Why I say it is not really important. Lieutenant Garfield, just tell me, is there any truth to it? Are you working as hard as you can?
Off the record, Mrs. Wicklow?
Off the record.
The answer is no. We're not.
Can you tell me why?
You know the lieutenant is going to tell her, but there's no reason why he should do it in Act 1. She has raised an interesting question. Why are the police sort of not exactly holding back, but relaxing a bit in this particular homicide? This becomes the exclusive business of Act 2, and I shall bring it to you shortly. Do you know where your children are? Asks the popular radio and TV promotion. Where do kids go today? And what do they do when they get there? It's a strange and alien world, that universe of the young, and the rest of us are shut off from it completely. No other group or even nation guards its frontiers more zealously or hides its secrets so completely and successfully. Forward into the second act.
I have a right to know. Why are you not trying as hard as you can to solve my daughter's murder?
Everything is relative.
I want a straight answer.
I'm trying to give you one. Right now, we have at least a dozen unsolved murders on the books.
I am not concerned with that.
And every day, maybe every other day or every third day, we'll get another murder, maybe two.
You are still not answering my question.
Now, this is part of the answer. An investigation calls for money, manpower.
I am aware of all of that.
All right, what do we have here? A girl was killed at midnight. She's in a neighborhood where, frankly, she has no business. What are the chances, realistically, of catching her killer? The answer, one word. Remote.
But still,
we're doing the routine. We're trying to find witnesses. We're trying to see if anyone heard anything, knows anything. That's really all we can do in a case of this kind.
That's all.
Mrs. Wicklow, let me be frank. If there was some sort of important public interest to this case...
Yes, but you see, the public is...
No, you're talking about curiosity. I mean interest, the public interest. If there was some underworld activity tied in, or if it would lead to other things...
But she is entitled to justice.
She may be getting more justice than she deserves.
And just what does that mean, Lieutenant Garfield?
I'm sorry I said that. I'm in charge of this investigation. I'm doing something I never did before.
And what's that?
And this is between you and me. I really don't want to solve this case.
You what?
You heard me. I just assumed this thing sort of faded away. Found its place in the back of the files and was forgotten.
How can you even say such a thing?
Because I'm sorry for that kid.
And this is how you show it. You let a murderer go unpunished.
Even if I made it my lifetime career, I'd have very little chance of finding him.
But you said words to the effect that you don't want to find him.
You know how much money she had in her purse?
It was returned with the things. I didn't bother to count. I couldn't bear to look at
You should
everything.
have counted the money. Would have been an education.
Would you please tell me what you're driving at?
She had $5,000 in small bills.
5,000.
5, 10s, 20s. Why was she carrying that kind of money and so much?
I don't know.
You don't want to know.
I have no idea.
She was arrested once for possession of narcotics.
Yes, I know about that. But it turned out there was a lack of evidence.
I'll tell you what there was no lack of. Influence. That Whitlow name and connections. Very potent.
Are you implying...
You got the kid off.
Look, she really... That is, she didn't mean to.
Yes, I know.
We saw the psychiatrist, and he said she'd only done it to attract attention. You see, she felt neglected.
All right.
I admit I was to blame. But you see, we never really had any meaningful relationship.
I wonder why.
It wasn't all my fault. You see, she was only 9 when I married her father. She accused me of stealing him from her mother. And it was true.
You admit it?
And then, when her mother just went to pieces and died, well, that was also my fault. Of course, her father, who had a very short attention span, left us both to go climbing mountains in Asia or Africa. Was never heard of again, and that was also my fault.
Now, look, Mrs. Whitlow, I'm not trying to find faults and place blame.
Yes, you are. Everybody does. Well, that time when she got herself caught, she was 15.
14.
I thought we'd try to start all over.
And did you?
Maybe I just didn't try hard enough.
Do you admit it?
I suppose. You see, Look, all right, I'm not a very deep person. I'm not even very intelligent. Her father chose me for one and only one reason. I'm just a lot of fun to be with.
Well, evidently you didn't find much fun with your stepdaughter.
Well, she was a dull, boring little girl. Wasn't her fault. But it's true. I did try. And you see, she was homely.
By your standards, maybe.
Well, they are the only standards I've got. Homely kids sometimes grow into handsome women.
Yes.
But she became 18, 19, and then 20. And nothing happened. I guess it was just hard for us to be close. You see, we were so different.
You could have tried harder.
All right. I could have tried harder. I don't ask you to sit and judge me.
And I didn't ask you to come here.
Look, I am a citizen. I am a taxpayer. I have a right to make an inquiry.
And you're entitled to an answer, which is we have made no progress.
Look, what were we really talking about?
I wanted you to let this girl alone. She had a short and unhappy life. If we find her killer, he's going to tell us why he killed her.
Because he panicked while he was trying to rob her.
No, it goes back to the $5,000 she had in her bag. Why would she have so much money?
She was a rich girl. To her, that wasn't so much money.
In that neighborhood at that time of night?
What are you driving at?
She was selling drugs.
I don't believe that.
$5, $10, $20 bags.
You can't prove it.
I don't want to prove it. She was killed because she was freelancing. She didn't know she was operating in someone else's territory. The motive wasn't robbery. It was done by a hired killer. To be a lesson to other people like her.
I don't believe she was pushing drugs.
You mean you don't want to believe it?
There must be another reason why she was there, why she was killed.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but I am going to find out.
You are?
Yes.
How?
I don't know, but I am going to do it.
Oh, it's Lieutenant Garfield.
Hello, Downs. May I come in?
Oh, yes, sir, of course. But Mrs. Wicklow is not at home.
I haven't come to see Mrs. Wicklow. I've come to see you.
Oh, yes, sir.
You were convinced Monica was headed for tragedy. You said that to me.
Yes, sir, I did.
But you never told me why.
Because I don't know why.
Downs, people have to have reasons for saying something as drastic as that.
And I'm sure I had a reason, sir, but I just can't account for it.
Was it because of anything that was happening in the house?
The girl was being driven from the house.
Oh? What does that mean?
Oh, it wasn't anything conscious on Mrs. Wicklow's part. She really tried to be nice to Monica. It's just that everything ended badly.
How?
Well, I really believe that Mrs. Wicklow is repelled by things that are not beautiful, sir. And it shows. No matter how she tried to hide it, her very manner would make Monica feel uncomfortable. And then, of course, besides, they simply didn't see eye to eye.
On what?
Oh, on anything, sir. But particularly money.
Money?
I should say on what to do with money. You see, Lieutenant, Mrs. Wicklow maintained that money should be enjoyed, and Monica said money should be put to good use.
Meaning what?
Oh, I'm not quite sure, sir.
What made you think that something tragic might happen to Monica?
Well, sir, because she could no longer stand the atmosphere in the house, and she would leave it frequently.
And go where?
She wouldn't say.
Weren't you curious, Downs?
There is a limit to the amount of curiosity a servant may safely display, Lieutenant.
I see. So there she was, a girl without friends. No one knew where she was going or what she was doing. And no one asked her.
Oh, yes, sir, I did.
And she answered, what?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Well, I think she didn't want anyone to know.
Yes, that's what I'm afraid of. Where is Mrs. Wicklow?
Mrs. Wicklow? Oh, she's out, sir, as I told you. But something new is taking place there, also.
In what way?
She isn't running around. No, I shouldn't use that expression. I mean, she is not seeing her old friends. She isn't pursuing her usual interests.
Well, what is she doing?
Well, I think she's spending time in that neighborhood.
Which neighborhood?
Around Albright Avenue.
That's where...
Why, yes, sir. That's where Monica was murdered.
How do you know this?
Well, the other night she came home and she said to me, Downs, I have no change. Go outside and pay the cab driver. And I did. I asked him where he'd picked her up. And he said, Albright near Dickens.
What would she be doing there?
Oh, I couldn't say, Lieutenant. Perhaps you might ask her.
Perhaps I'd better. Hello, Mr. Wicklow.
Oh, it's you.
What are you doing here?
Shopping.
For what? This isn't your kind of neighborhood.
What are you doing here?
Looking for you.
Why?
You've got no business here.
Oh, I thought it was a free country. You could go anywhere you like.
Yes, that's theoretically true, but the fact is you have no business here.
Why do you say that?
You have a guilty conscience about your stepdaughter.
True. I'm guilty that she considered herself my stepdaughter. Perhaps if I'd looked on her as my real daughter, she'd still be alive.
How about your guilty conscience?
I'm entitled to have one. I earned it.
You're doing the detective fiction bit. Because the police seem to have given up, you'll be the amateur who goes to the scene and pokes around and finds the killer.
Maybe.
Your way doesn't work.
Oh, so far, neither does yours.
All you can do here is get yourself into very real trouble.
Really?
You're an alien presence. You ask questions. You make people suspicious. In addition, you can be robbed, mugged, killed.
These days, that can happen to anyone, anywhere.
Mrs. Wicklow, why don't you go home?
I can't. Something keeps pulling me here, drawing me here.
What?
I don't know. If I try to explain it, you'll think I'm crazy. But somehow, I feel close to Monica. So very close. You know something. I even think I may have seen her.
Mrs. Wicklow, do you know what you're talking about?
Yes, Lieutenant Garfield. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the sights that may arise when guilty conscience lights our eyes. Someone said that about 1,000 years ago. It's still fresh and new today. But why should a very modern, no-nonsense woman like June Wicklow even think she may have seen her dead stepdaughter? Even after we discount for her feelings of remorse, the question still haunts us. We won't know until the third act, which I shall reveal shortly. There's no accounting for mother love where it exists, or understanding it where it is absent. It was a Mr. Amos Trent who coined the expression, a face that only a mother could love. But there are some mothers and some faces that would not fit the truism. Well, we must do the best we can. And in all kinds of love, we can always say, it's better late than never.
Buenos dias, senora.
Could you help me? Do you speak English?
Si, senora.
There was this girl. You see, here, this is her picture.
Si.
She was killed not far from here. And I want to see if anyone knew anything.
Si. Well, no. I know nothing.
Nothing at all. You can't tell me anything.
Look, I have never seen her.
Oh.
You are the police?
No. Oh, no.
The police, they have come. They ask.
I know.
I have seen you before.
What do you mean?
I stand by the door of my shop. I see you walk down the street. You go into stores and houses and you ask about girls.
Well, yes.
Why?
Because I was her mother.
Ah, the mother.
Yes.
And no one will tell you of this girl.
No. Is there something to tell?
Senora, she was good.
Yes, I know she was.
But do you know, Senora, how good? She made everyone promise to say nothing.
To say nothing about what?
Well, not to say what she was doing.
Yes, but what was she doing?
So important for her that no one knows. But now she is dead. Why should I not tell?
Please tell.
To the police, I will not tell. To strangers, I will not tell. But to the mother, yes.
Tell me.
She was, how you say, an angel.
Yes, angel.
If one would need money for the rent, for the food, for a doctor, she would say, here, take.
She did that.
It's always money for those who will suffer.
That's what she did.
Yes. And she said there are so many poor, and yet there is so much money in this world. I have money. Why should I not have?
She said that.
Oh, yes, senora. And she said,
I want to see the people. I want to talk to them, make sure they are helped. That is why, Senora, she could walk these streets at any time and be safe.
But she couldn't. And she wasn't. She was killed.
Yes, Senora, I know.
Why?
It was not done by anyone who lives here. And when we find out who has done it, he will pay. You are her mother. What an honor to be mother to a saint.
This is what she was doing. This is where she would go.
Yes, Senora. Why? What did you think?
What did I think?
Excuse me, por favor. Commissioner.
El diario, los diarios.
80.
Okay.
Gracias. Senora, something is wrong.
That girl.
See?
That girl who just bought that paper and the cigarettes, who is she?
I cannot say.
Who is that girl?
What is wrong, Senora?
Why am I standing here? I have got to talk to that girl. Where did she go? Where could she have gone? Oh, excuse me, sir. Sir, have you seen a girl? A girl with long dark hair, and she was carrying a newspaper.
No, habla inglés.
Have you seen? Do you know? Luis, you don't know this girl.
No, Senora.
Has she ever come into the shop before?
I think perhaps maybe once, 2 times. She buys the paper and the cigarettes.
And you don't know who she is or where she lives?
No, Senora. Why? Does the Senora...
Didn't you notice? She looks exactly like my daughter.
Yes. It could be said she does. But still, why should that...
Maybe I'm not communicating. If I spoke to people in Spanish, how do you say girl?
Oh, one can say, niña, muchacha, señorita, it would depend.
A girl with black hair.
Una morena. But, Senora, look through the window. You will see so many girls with black hair.
I understand. But I've got to find her. Well, Lieutenant, where are all your great theories?
I never said they were great.
First, you claimed she was murdered by a thief. Now we know that robbery was not the motive. Second, you claimed she could have been killed by a professional assassin as a punishment for selling drugs without a license. I mean by that, an underworld license. But she wasn't doing that.
I merely suggested these as possibilities.
But now we know what she was doing, and neither of us even thought about it. Tells us both a great deal about ourselves, doesn't it? Well, doesn't it?
I'm not sure I follow you, Mrs. Wicklow.
The immediate reaction for both of us was to assume that she was up to no good. Why did we both make that assumption? That neighborhood. Do you know I have never been in a place like that before?
But you knew such places existed.
No, only as places to be avoided. That's not why I've come to see you, though. Now, you see, I have a theory as to why my daughter was killed, and I'll tell you what it is. She was murdered by mistake.
What sort of mistake?
She was killed because she looked like someone else.
Who?
You find that out. Is there a girl who looks like Monica? Some girl with a criminal record. A girl who could be a threat to somebody. A girl who has to be put out of the way.
What makes you think so?
Because I saw this girl in the neighborhood. Maybe she's the one the killer wanted. How can we find out her name, who she is?
Well, there's only one way to do it, and it's a very long way. We'll have to look at pictures. Have you gone through the whole book?
I never knew there were so many black-eyed, black-haired girls in the world, and with criminal records.
Could any of these girls be mistaken for Monica?
No, I'm not sure, but I think this girl... Yes, she resembles Monica very, very closely.
Let me look.
But it says this girl is supposed to have red hair. Could she have dyed it black? And wait a minute, yes. If she wore it pulled back in a ponytail, It could be that girl in the store.
Maria Lopez. Say, the Federals are looking for her.
What did she do?
Nothing. She's a witness to a murder, the Stanhope killing.
Who?
A cop by the name of Stanhope was shot down on the West Coast by the son of a leading figure in organized crime. That is, he was identified by a witness.
And the witness is this girl, Maria.
Yes, she agreed to testify, but she received threats, and she ran away.
Here.
Well, this was her home originally.
And we followed her. They saw Monica, and they thought...
Yes. Yes, it might have been that way.
Oh, no wonder that girl seemed terrified. But what can we do?
Well, we'll have to find her before the killers do.
Well, why don't I go down to this little grocery store and just ask them?
Now, you better stay home. You don't have to do our work for us.
Well, what have I been doing up until now?
All right, I deserve that. But from here on, we can handle things. Bienvenida, senora.
That girl, has she been in here again?
The girl?
Yes, the one who looks like my daughter.
Si, de Moreno. She comes in, she buys her paper, her cigarettes.
I have to see her. Do you know where she lives?
No, senora.
Look, listen to me, Louis. She is in danger.
Danger?
Yes, they want to kill her.
Him? Who?
The ones who murdered my daughter.
But why?
Don't you understand? We must find her.
But the police...
The police could take too long and be too late. If only we could.
Senora. Mira. Look. Through the window.
Oh, it's the girl. Maria. She's coming in here. Oh, it's you. Maria. Louis, call the police.
Senora, that man outside the window.
He has a gun.
Go to the floor, quick. You almost ruined it, Mrs. Wicklow.
The girl? Louis?
She's all right. He's all right. And if you take a sip of this nice hot coffee, you'll be all right, too.
Oh, I must have fainted.
You were told to stay home.
I know, but I thought I
You
could...
told us where you'd seen her. We had the place staked out. We knew this would be where they tried to get her.
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
Then we see you come marching in, and before I can do anything about it, she comes right in on your heels. You could have gotten everybody killed.
But you did get the people who...
Oh, yes. They're safely in custody, as the saying goes. Now it's all over.
Is it? I looked around and I asked myself, is it all over? Is what Monica wanted to do all over?
I couldn't answer that.
I spent my life trying to be a beautiful person.
Well, I would have to admit that you succeeded.
I didn't think I knew what beauty really was. Now that old Louis, he needs a shave, his pants are shiny, his shirt is rumpled. He probably bought them second hand.
And so long ago, he probably can't even remember.
Would you say there's anything chic about him?
Nothing that I can see.
And yet he's probably the most beautiful person I know. I want to ask him things about this neighborhood, Monica's neighborhood. You see, she was very important here. Louis said that. Everyone thought she was such a beautiful girl. It's true. I didn't see it. Why? Why didn't I see it?
But you see it now.
Yes. Monica's going to be missed. That's why somebody has to keep up the good work. And maybe after a while, people might think I'm beautiful, too.
How about Pookie's play in London and Boo-Boo's party in Paris?
Oh, I only did those things to kill time. But now I think I understand what Monica was trying to teach me.
And what was that?
How to use time.
Time. Do you think you might have time for dinner tonight? The answer to that would be another story.
I can tell you that June Wicklow took Monica's place. And where she went, you would find peace and joy, because June helped whoever was in need. And because of her, we can reverse the old adage and say, like daughter, like mother. I'll be back shortly. We can spend a lifetime living with a stranger, and that stranger is in our own body. We go out to learn about the world, to meet with all kinds of people, try to understand humanity. But what does it avail us if we ourselves are a mystery to ourselves? Next time you look in the mirror, you might say to that face, do I really know you? Our cast included Carol Teitel, Ralph Bell, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
For Michael from Mary, August 10th, 1865. Then a third inscription for Edwin from his loving father. No date. All first names. Oh, it's too bad.
Oh, why is that, sir?
This Bible might belong to anybody. No way of identifying to whom it belongs. Oh, well, let's keep on walking.
Oh, Inspector, look there. Those marks on that big flat rock.
Ah, Sloan, I think you found something.
Is it there?
I wouldn't take an oath on it, but those stains are not very old. Someone was badly hurt here. I'd say those marks are blood.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to another hour of mystery and suspense. To a terrifying experiment in supernatural power. An experiment by a retired scientist to direct his wife's subconscious mind to shoot him. Our mystery drama, The Breaking Point, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Hank Warner and stars Roger DeKoven. It is sponsored in part by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal, and by new sugar-free Diet 7-Up. I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
And now another story of the ball and chain as Kellogg's Special K presents Veronica and Jen.
Oh, Jeffrey, isn't this romantic? Out in a quiet lake at night with you rowing the boat.
Yes, Veronica, it's really neat.
Jeffrey, what was that?
Frogs.
Frogs that go bonk?
They're pretty weird frogs.
Oh, Jeffrey, you're such a car. You have a ball and chain, like the ones they use in those Special K commercials.
Yes, Veronica, it symbolizes my few pounds of extra weight, but I'm going to get rid of it.
How?
By exercising. You know, like rowing this boat and eating smart at every meal, starting with a Special K breakfast.
You mean a 1 ounce bowl of high-protein Special K, 4 ounces of skim milk, orange juice, and coffee?
Precisely. It's less than 240 calories, and it tastes delicious. It'll help me get rid of this ball and chain.
I'll help too, Jeff. After all, we're all in the same boat.
You have a ball and chain, too.
Your happy ending could begin with the Special K breakfast from Kellogg's. There's a very special deal going on at all offices of Suburban Savings throughout North Jersey. It's called Suburban Special Interest Deal, and you'll be especially interested in the savings you get.
A top 7.90% effective annual yield on Suburban's limited issue 7.50% savings certificate. And Suburban guarantees it from 4 to 10 years, minimum deposit $2,500. Early withdrawal prior to maturity is subject to a substantial penalty. Suburban compounds interest continuously from day of deposit, paid quarterly. So you not only get interest on your savings, you get interest on the interest. And Suburban offers you the highest interest rate allowed by law. Here's your chance to get a great savings. A top 7.90% effective annual yield on Suburban's limited issue 7.50% savings certificate. Why not deal yourself into Suburban Savings Special Interest Deal in Bayonne, Edgewater, Elmwood Park, Emerson, Hackettstown, Morris Plains, Nutley, Paramus, and Sparta.
Come, ride with me in this ambulance, speeding through the midnight fog, across the Golden Gate Bridge to St. Francis Hospital in downtown San Francisco. As the trauma emergency team tries with plasma and oxygen to keep critically wounded Professor William Baker alive. The driver and the two doctors know that the patient must get to the operating room in minutes. Now, quickly, up this hospital corridor, as the patient is wheeled into the operating room, stand outside the door and listen as they try to save him. And maybe you'll learn what Professor Baker tried to learn about the dark mystery of life and death.
Scalpel. Flap.
The patient's failing, Doctor.
Blood pressure.
62/40.
Adrenaline. I can hear them trying to save me, but I'm going to die. And I want you to know that I'm dying all because I made my wife murder me. Yes, I am dying because I conducted an experiment to influence my wife's subconscious mind to the point where she was going to murder me. Listen. Listen carefully. I will tell you exactly what happened. And when I have completed what I desire to communicate, go to the police. Tell them if you dare. I say dare, for it will require courage. It began this afternoon when Dr. Philip Simpson, the brilliant young brain surgeon, drove up in his station wagon from Palo Alto to address the San Francisco Medical Society and spend the night with us at the cottage Helen, my wife, and I had rented in the wooded hillside just across the Golden Gate Bridge, overlooking the ocean. He brought Chichi, one of two capuchin monkeys he kept under observation in his research laboratory. It's good to see you, Philip.
It's so good to see you, Professor Baker.
So, that's Chichi.
Yes, he wants to get out. Quiet down, Chichi. Come on, you can come out.
Hello, Chichi. Oh, you want to shake hands, too, of course. Welcome, Chichi.
Very affectionate. Astounding talent for mimicry.
Oh, dear.
Get off Professor Baker's shoulder, Chichi. Come on down. He likes your hat. No, Chichi. No. All right, now you've tried it on. Give it back.
Oh, thank you, Chichi.
He gets tired of wearing his black skull cap. Chichi, let go of my hand. Now, you go on by yourself. He's always curious about new surroundings. Probably wants to explore that grove of trees. So go on, Chichi. He won't go far. He'll play for a while and come back. Beautiful place you have here, Professor Baker. Is Helen home?
Oh, she'll be back shortly. Had some shopping in the village. She just had to have abalone for you. She remembered how much you enjoy abalone steak.
Wonderful, wonderful. How is she? You and Helen certainly could not have found a lovelier place for retirement.
It is rather isolated, but then it does have that increasingly rare commodity, peace and quiet. Let's walk around back.
Just beautiful. this view.
How about a cocktail?
Well, why don't we wait for Helen?
Well, she ought to be back any minute. We usually have our evening cocktail in the study. Gets foggy on the patio towards sundown. What about Chi-Chi?
He'll be all right. He'll open the patio door if it's left unlocked. Gets hysterical if he thinks he's been locked up.
Still like dry Manhattans?
Perfect. Did you tell Helen that you had asked me to bring Chi-Chi?
I intended to. Slipped my mind. Yeah?
Ah, thank you. Well, cheers. That's good as ever. I hope Helen won't be upset.
I'm sure she won't. I rather think she'll be intrigued with the idea of having Chi-Chi here for our experiments.
What, you mean she's working with you on the research?
Oh, yes. She's very cooperative. Finds it lots of fun.
Well, that is interesting. Is she as intrigued as you seem to be with psychic studies?
Well, frankly, I don't believe so. She's been very cooperative, but I don't think she really approves.
Oh?
Well, sometimes I question the wisdom of having married at my age.
Oh, come on now.
I remind you, Philip, Helen is 20 years younger. I sometimes have the feeling she feels trapped, misses the activities of faculty wives she so enjoyed in the years before my retirement. Perhaps we'd had children. Philip, Helen should have married you when you were both graduate students.
Well, there's nothing happened between you.
No, Philip, not yet, but...
Well, don't tell me that you, Professor Baker, an eminent physicist for 40 years, with worldwide reputation for scientific integrity, has succumbed to clairvoyance?
And you, Philip? Do you have irrefutable proof that clairvoyance does not ever exist? Can you issue an assurance that something will not happen? Well, that's Helen now.
Oh.
Philip! Philip!
Hello, Helen.
As I look back now to that moment when Dr. Simpson and I waited for Helen to come into the house, I fully realize that the quick flush that passed over his tense face meant the one thing I had been blind to, that he was still in love with her. Helen entered the room with packages in her arms. She threw them on the sofa, rushed towards him, her face glowing with pleasure, embraced him and kissed his cheek, hugged him.
Oh, Philip, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, let me look at you. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Neither one of them saw Chi-Chi open the door from the garden, come into the room, climb a table, and spring onto her shoulder, its furry paws around her neck.
Chi-Chi, come down, Chi-Chi. Let go of her. Now, come down. There, now stay down.
It's a monkey. Oh, I couldn't imagine what. All I saw in front were hairy paws.
It's all right, Chi-Chi. It's all right. Now, just be quiet. I'm so sorry he scared you, Helen. He was trying to be affectionate.
Yeah, well, I sure can do with a drink.
Here you are, dear.
Thank you. He is cute, but why the black skull cap?
Well, you might say aesthetic reasons.
Aesthetic?
Or cosmetic. Philip doesn't like his little wards running around in public with their brains exposed.
Brains exposed?
Yes, that's right, Helen. The skull cap covers Chi-Chi's plastic skull. Now, I'll show you. There you are.
Well, you can see its brain. It's positively fascinating. It's almost unbelievable. Oh, Philip, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant surgery.
Wait a minute, Helen. I'm just carrying on what was begun in 1948 at the Naval Medical Research Institute in Bethesda, Maryland.
Really? I had no idea such surgery was possible that far back.
Helen, my dear, there's a big gap in your knowledge of surgery. The ancient Egyptians operated on cranial bone.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Look here, Helen. Surgeons in a series of 4 operations removed cranial bone from the shaved head. And when the skull healed, fitted the metal ring around the edge of the skull, sealing the joint with rosin and wax. The clear plastic skull is held in place by these 6 steel bolts.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous.
Oh, it's practically routine now.
Well, why was it done, Philip?
Well, to study through the plastic skull, as I'm still studying, the flow of blood when the monkeys are in an induced state of shock or under the influence of anesthesia or drugs like adrenaline, histamine. And, of course, reactions to cold, hunger, diet, fear, tension, and so forth. Incidentally, I'm leaving Chi-Chi here for a while.
Here?
Oh, I'm sorry, Helen. I simply forgot to tell you.
Yes, but why? I mean, why is it being left here?
What Philip is too polite to say, my dear, is that he's loaning Chi-Chi to me for extrasensory and paranormal experiments, to make my own observations. I believe he hopes to convince me that the brain, monkeys or man's, fails to respond with a measurable reaction to mental energy messages.
Exactly.
Look, I'm curious. Why must the experiment be with a monkey when a dog, a horse?
Philip understands, don't you, Philip?
Well, Helen, in the scale of intelligence among animals, the monkey has the highest ability to learn next to man.
Oh, Philip, what time is your lecture?
Well, I should be at the academy by 8.
Good. Give us enough time for another cocktail. And not have to rush through dinner. Darling, please shake up another round. I'll take these packages to the kitchen.
Well, here, let me carry them in.
Oh. Well, just put them on the counter, Philip.
Mm-hmm. Anything else I can help you with? Just show me where things are. I'll help set the table. What is it, Helen? You all right?
Yes. The table. The table.
What are you talking about? I said I'd help set the table.
Oh, later. Let's have our drink and talk. There's so much to catch up with, Philip. More coffee, Philip?
Yes, please.
Oh, have some more of the strawberries, Philip. And ice cream.
Well, just a little. Helen, what you've been telling me is hardly believable.
Well, there's no room for disbelief, Philip. There's evidence.
Evidence?
Yes. I'll get the drawings. Excuse me. Be right back. They're in the study.
I don't like it, Helen. Do you have these dizzy spells often?
Well, they've been more frequent recently.
Well, you should stop participating in such experiments. I'll talk to William.
Oh, please don't. Please.
Here we are. Philip, look at these rough line drawings. Do they suggest recognizable objects?
Well, this might be an apple, I guess. This, suggests a knife. I can't see anything in this one. Meaningless lines.
Yes, that one is meaningless. Note the dates on the drawings. About a month ago, I sat at this table with 3 objects in my hands. An apple, a knife, and a salt shaker. Helen was stretched out on her back in the bedroom, her mind clear of any thoughts or feelings, awaiting my energy message. She could not hear me. She could only receive my thoughts, my instructions. I sent a message for her to pick up the pad and pencil on the night table. I sent an energy message telling her I was holding an apple, a knife, and a salt shaker, and for her to draw them. She got 2 out of 3.
You ask me to accept this as evidence that you can control the actions of the mind of a person who is out of your sight, out of the sound of your voice, even physically in another place? Oh, I call it coincidence, accident.
It did happen, Philip. In many other experiments we did together. It took me months of training to achieve a state of receptivity.
Well, that's all very interesting, but I'd better soon be on my way to the academy.
I can see you're still skeptical. Can you spare 3 more minutes for another, as you say, interesting experiment now? Right here with Helen?
With Helen? I'd rather not.
I don't mind, Philip.
All right, very well.
Thank you, Helen. Lie down in the bedroom. I'll give you 2 minutes to achieve receptivity. I will repeat once more, Helen. Come back. Pick up the coffee pot and pour the coffee right on your fine lace tablecloth.
You're not going to let her...
No, this gong will stop her.
More coffee, Philip?
Well, I really should be going.
Oh, yes, before the bridge traffic gets heavy.
Here, I'll help you carry these things to the kitchen.
He followed her into the kitchen, carrying a tray. The brilliant Dr. Simpson had been puzzled. "Are you all right?" he had asked her. Dr. Simpson, who recognized only the physical laws of matter, had asked, "Are you all right?" But she wasn't all right. Dr. Simpson didn't know then what the trouble was. But late that night, when he returned from his lecture, he found out about the experiment that was underway with the loaded gun in the night table.
I'll be back shortly with Act 2.
Hello, Ms. Goldilocks here, and welcome to my professional taste testing laboratory. Oh, Papa Bear, could you bring that case of sugar-free Diet 7-Up over here?
Another case? Miss Goldilocks, you're drinking the sugar-free Diet 7-Up like there's no tomorrow. You can't still be taste testing it.
Oh, no, Papa Bear. Sugar-free Diet 7-Up has already earned my seal of approval. It's fresh, light, natural, delicious. I drink it because I love its taste. Now hurry up.
Okay, here.
This sugar-free Diet 7-Up really tastes delicious. Ladies, if you're tired of switching from one diet drink to another, take some advice from Ms. Goldilocks. Try sugar-free Diet 7-Up and you'll say, "Yes, this one's just right."
I'll bear witness to that, Goldie.
Hey, Mom, what's for dinner? Hey, Mom, what you got?
What's for dinner? Your ShopRite is featuring ShopRite or Shenandoah brand Grade A Rock Cornish hens. A real family treat at just 47 cents a pound. What's for breakfast? Listen to these ShopRite values. ShopRite Grade A large eggs, 59 cents a dozen. ShopRite sliced bacon 1 pound package, 79 cents. ShopRite Grade AA butter 1 pound brick, 69 cents. Crown Top white bread, 22 ounce loaves, 3 for $1. Save on every meal at ShopRite.
She loves the family. She wants the best. She does all that she can do. She lets ShopRite do the rest. Hey, Ma, what's for dinner? ShopRite has the answer.
WOR New York, your Mystery Theater station.
Helen didn't wait up for Dr. Simpson to return. I waited in the study, dark but for the small lamp on my desk, and still, except for the soft breathing of Chi-Chi asleep in the shadowy corner of the sofa. I waited and read until I could be sure that Helen was sound asleep. I unlocked my desk and took out the one notebook I kept hidden from her and made an entry. The experiment is beginning to show results. Today, Helen reacted with an unmistakable manifestation of dizziness and mental depressiveness when Dr. Simpson mentioned the word table. I am convinced that the subject has reached the stage of complete susceptibility and receptiveness. Then I continued the experiment. I stared in the direction of the bedroom door and concentrated. I shut out every sight and sound and thought until I was oblivious to everything but the task at hand. Helen, there is a gun in the night table. In the night table, Helen. In the night table. A gun, Helen. In the night table. A gun. Helen.
Professor Baker.
Yes?
What are you doing?
Experimenting.
Where's Helen?
Lying down in the bedroom. Close the door, won't you?
Professor, what is this experiment?
It's a very simple experiment. I'm trying to reach her mind. Now, if you'll excuse me. Helen, there is a gun in the night table.
Stop it. Stop.
Why, you're shaking, Dr. Simpson.
What are you up to?
I'm simply trying to tell Helen there is a gun in the night table by her bed. And for her to...
To what?
To pick it up
enter this room, point the gun at me, and pull the trigger.
But why? Why?
What I'm trying to determine is whether one mind can influence another by exerting mental energy to do something the subject would normally recoil from doing.
Yes, go on.
In Helen's case, I'm sure that in her conscious hours, she would never even entertain the thought of shooting me. I'm trying to determine whether she can be made to do just that without her being aware that she is being impelled to do so.
Oh, but why? What would it prove?
Prove? Don't you see? If one mind can control another across space, think of the power men of goodwill can exercise over evil. It will at long last give man control over the rapacious breed that makes civilization a nightmare. The evil, power-hungry men who brainwash their countrymen into one war after another.
Professor, how long has this been going on?
For weeks. Every night. You recall Helen's depressiveness this evening? When you mentioned the word table?
You mean...
Yes. The reaction. Results. My mind is beginning to control her subconscious. You witnessed it, Philip. And now, have you the scientific integrity and the courage to witness the experiment carried through? I have conditioned her to come in when the clock strikes midnight. In a few minutes now.
What do you mean, do I have the courage?
Yes. To stand by and not interfere when or if she's about to pull the trigger to kill me.
You mean the gun is loaded?
Of course it is.
But why not blank bullets?
The experiment must be carried out with all factors of reality to eliminate all possibility of interference from her extrasensory perception.
I don't understand.
Don't you see? Her extrasensory perception could signal her subconscious mind that the gun is harmless and the experiment would prove nothing.
Professor Baker, I simply cannot understand how a man like you, who's devoted 40 years to the science of physics, can suddenly, on retirement from scholastic life, devote all his time to such elusive matters as parapsychology, mental telepathy, clairvoyance, fantastic nonsense.
You sound very dogmatic for a man of science, Dr. Simpson.
With all due respect to your sincerity and your experiments, Professor Baker, the vast array of scientific knowledge still supports the theory that human behavior can be traced directly to the physical and chemical factors of the human body.
And you think Chi-Chi will convince me of that?
Precisely.
You allow for no distinction between man and the monkey?
None. Both are animals.
Listen to me, Philip. You've been trying to dissuade me. Oh, I'm quite aware of that. Now let me try to convince you.
All right, I'm listening.
From the time the British Society for Psychical Research was founded in 1882... right through the present worldwide experimentation to pierce the veil of the unknown, the one thing that has been missing is the willingness of scientists of unquestioned integrity to conduct their own experiments. The time has come, Philip, for researchers like you and me to settle once and for all what is or is not possible, is or is not true in paranormality.
If I consent to witness your experiment, will you promise me that if it fails, tonight, now, you will never again experiment with Helen's mind?
Yes. But, Philip, I can see you're still afraid that the experiment will succeed and that she could shoot me. I'll put you at ease. This gong that stopped her from pouring the coffee on the table. Here, you hold it. And if you think the situation warrants, strike the gong.
Very well. Proceed.
He stood by the door of the study, one hand holding the brass gong by its silk braid, his eyes watching the clock on the mantel as it started to strike midnight. Chi-Chi, awakened by the clock and our raised voices, was nervously pacing back and forth across the top of the back of the sofa. Philip watched the door. I sensed he was prepared if Helen failed to respond to the gong. He would strike the gun out of her hand. I resumed the experiment. Pick up the gun. Come into the study, Helen. The study, Helen. Helen walked in, her eyes fixed and staring, her arms at her side, her right hand slightly behind her. Philip, mouth open, unable to utter a word, watching her. Point the gun at me. Pull the trigger. Helen! Dr. Simpson dropped the gun. Watch for me as I slumped over the desk. Good God. The bullet hit in my chest. Helen!
Towels, adhesive tape. It's a chest wound. Have to keep him from sucking in air.
He looked up from examining the wound. One glance told him she didn't hear or understand. He ran to the bathroom, got towels and the tape.
Helen, call an ambulance.
He moved me to the couch, pillows under my head, ripped open my shirt, pressed the towel on the wound, taped my chest to keep the pressure on the wound.
Call the ambulance, Helen.
She didn't respond. He seized the phone.
Put down the phone, Philip.
Helen, why are you pointing the gun at me? Put down the gun.
She lowered the gun to her side. He went to her. My eyes closed. I struggled against the blackness flooding my mind. I struggled as the blood trickled from my wound to listen.
Helen, don't you hear me? Answer me. Answer me!
Why did you slap me, Philip?
Helen, do you know what you've done?
What have I done?
You've shot him.
Who?
Your husband, Professor Baker. We've got to call an ambulance, Helen. His pulse is...
Will he live?
The ambulance, Helen.
He won't live, will he? I can see it in your face, Philip. He won't live.
He'll die if he doesn't get to the operating room.
I want him to die.
What did you say?
I want him to die.
Well, I must say, I'm surprised, too. But then, Helen's probably like most women. Not always mean what they say or say what they mean, huh? Wonder what's really on her mind. But she's in good hands, with a doctor in the house. I'll be back shortly with Act 3.
When you say Budweiser, when you say Bud, you've said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say Bud, you've gone as far as you can go to get the very best. When you say Bud, you've said the word that means you like to do it all. When you say Bud, it means you want the beer that's got a taste that's number one. When you say Bud, you tell the world you know what makes it all the way. When you say Bud, you say you care enough to only want the king of beers. There is no other one, there's only something less, because the king of beers is leading all the rest. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
People who fly a lot get to know the difference between one airline and another. And it's these frequent flyers who tell us they're more comfortable flying on TWA. What is comfort on an airplane? It's coach on our wide-body 1011, where all seats are two across. It's 1011 first class, where seats swivel around so you can talk or have dinner with friends. TWA Comfort is a roomy 747 with contoured seats you can sit in for 5 hours without getting fidgety. And Comfort is the TWA twin seat in 707 coach, which lets you fold down the middle section if nobody's there and sit two across instead of three. On long TWA flights, you'll also have a choice of meals and movies on movie flights. But above all, you'll be comfortable. That's what TWA Ambassador Service is all about.
Only TWA flies the wide-body 1011 to Los Angeles and the big, comfortable 747 to San Francisco. Call your travel agent or TWA for reservations.
Well, it does seem we left both Helen and Dr. Simpson in a state of shock. Not to mention our bleeding Professor Baker. and that hysterical Chi-Chi. Let's rejoin them and see whether there's help for any of them.
I don't want him to die.
Listen to me, Helen. You must let me call the ambulance. Don't you see? We must. If he dies here, the police will want to know why we didn't call the ambulance.
The police?
Yes, Helen, the police will want to know.
Oh, Philip. Hold me. I'm so mixed up.
Come. Sit down. Lean back. Just try to relax. Put the gun on the floor. I'll call the hospital.
St. Francis Hospital.
This is Dr. Philip Simpson.
Yes, doctor.
I need the ambulance trauma team at once. 47 Edgecliff Road. Critical chest wound. Gunshot.
Yes, doctor. I'll put it right through.
Now, I want you to call the police, Helen.
The police?
Yes, they'll be here soon anyway. They're always alerted about requests for an ambulance. But I want you to call them for the record. It will be important at the trial. I'll get them on the phone. You talk.
Police emergency, Sergeant Peters.
Oh, this is Mrs. William Baker, 47 Edgecliff Road. I want to report that I just shot my husband. What will I tell them when they get here, Philip?
You don't have to answer any questions tonight. I'll have the law firm of Kendall Prentice represent you. They're specialists in forensic medicine.
But the Chinese gong in the dining room.
It's Chi-Chi, imitating what I did. Chi-Chi, stop that. You hear me? Stop that. Let me have it, Chi-Chi. Now come here. Drop it. Drop it. Let go of it, or I'll break your arm. Those Capuchin monkeys. They want to imitate every new thing they see. Chi-Chi, go sit down in that corner. Go on, and stay there. They're intelligent, but they can be very trying. Chi-Chi is acting strangely tonight. Usually obeys a command immediately.
Well, perhaps Chi-Chi's nervous system has been affected by what's happened here. Perhaps its brain has intercepted some of William's energy messages.
Nonsense, Helen. That's impossible. I mean, Chi-Chi can sense excitement and tension in a room, but as for intercepting Professor Baker's energy messages, I better check his pulse. It's weak. Very weak. What's keeping that angry?
Chi-Chi's got the gun.
Chi-Chi, let me have that gun. Now, Chi-Chi, now you be a nice boy. Put the gun on the floor. Good boy. Thank you, Chi-Chi. Thank you. Now go back in the corner, and please, stay there. I'll put the gun on the desk. I think we both need a brandy. Would you like one, Helen?
Oh, yes, please.
Here, dear. Now, just sip it. Tell me, Helen. Did you know what you were doing when you pulled the trigger?
What do you think, Philip?
I don't know what to think yet. You've got to tell me, Helen. Did you know what you were doing? You pulled the trigger after I struck the gong.
Yes, I know.
You knew? You deliberately murdered him.
Murder? I shot him because he told me to. He made me do it.
But if you knew what you were doing, the police will call it murder.
Look, I told you I knew what I was doing, but I won't tell the police.
What will you tell them?
That the experiment, the great Professor Baker's experiment, was a success.
Wait a minute, you knew about the experiment? You knew?
Yes, every step of it. I knew about the notebook. I read every entry, every day. I knew exactly what he was up to. The police will read the notebook, and they'll understand. They'll understand.
You murdered him. Helen.
I never loved him. I was beginning to hate him.
It doesn't matter now, Helen. I prefer to conclude that you did not know what you were doing, that the experiment did unbalance your mind. I think the district attorney will accept that.
Accept what, Philip?
That when you pulled that trigger, it was insanity.
Oh, no, I won't be declared insane. No. Look, I'll show them the notebook. They'll understand. They'll read it in his own handwriting. How night after night while I was asleep, he tried to make me shoot him. They'll understand. Unless you tell them differently. Unless you tell them I murdered him.
Helen, please listen to me. Try to understand what I'm telling you. The police will never believe that Professor Baker's experiment was a success. They'll call in scientists to testify that no such thing is possible. They'll suspect that you used your knowledge of the experiment to kill your husband.
Yes, but you were a witness. You can verify what happened.
Yes, but
You tell them that I murdered him?
No, Helen. The only honest opinion I can give them is that your mind snapped. That day by day, the knowledge of your husband's secret experiment preyed on your mind, and you became convinced, in a moment of temporary insanity, that he really wanted you to kill him.
Will they believe that?
I hope the jury will.
Help me, Philip. You must help me. I'm so tired. I'm so mixed up.
As I lay there on the couch, still, my eyes closed, aware that under the blanket, my blood was still slowly trickling into the towel, fighting against slipping off into unconsciousness. I could still hear their voices as from a great distance.
You must help me. I'm so tired. I'm so mixed
My
up.
poor darling.
And then I was aware of Chi-Chi at the side of the couch, bending over me, its breath close to my face. My eyelids, heavy with weariness, lifted slightly, and through the thin slit of vision, I saw Chi-Chi's plastic skull. I could see plainly through the plastic skull the gray mass of nerve tissue of the cerebellum. And then, summoning every last bit of strength of will, I concentrated on Chi-Chi's brain. Chi-Chi, the gun, in the desk, Chi-Chi.
What have I done, Philip? You too. It will ruin your career.
Go to the desk, Chi-Chi, in the drawer, the gun. I could see its gray eyes staring at me, trying to grasp what I was telling him, and then he jumped on the desk, pulled open the drawer, and took out the gun.
Chi-Chi! Put it down, Chi-Chi!
Philip charged to the desk. Chi-Chi eluded him. He leaped to the mantel over the fireplace.
Drop the gun, Chi-Chi! Drop it!
Philip chased it all over the room, knocked over table lamps. It jumped to the hanging ceiling light fixture, waving the gun playfully. Chi-Chi, point the gun at the mirror. At the mirror, Chi-Chi.
Drop it! Drop it!
Give me the gun, Chi-Chi.
At the mirror. Pull the trigger.
Give me the gun, Chi-Chi.
Helen was reaching towards Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi was pointing the gun at her. I didn't want Helen to die. I summoned every last ounce of will and sent a mental message to Chi-Chi. Drop the gun, Chi-Chi. Drop the gun.
Look out, Helen!
Good Lord.
Helen, answer me.
She didn't have a chance. She was shot in the head.
You must not die, Helen. You must not die. Helen, I love you.
Chi-Chi was at the door at the garden in a panic, trying to open the door, the gun still in his hand. Philip grabbed the fireplace poker, swung it on Chi-Chi's plastic skull. It glanced off and fell out of his hand. Philip picked up a chair, threw it at Chi-Chi with all the strength of his fury. It crashed through the glass. Chi-Chi jumped through the opening. Philip picked up the poker, went after Chi-Chi. I could hear Philip chasing him across the flagstones of the patio. I heard the police car. I could hear Philip shout.
Chi-Chi!
Then all was still, deathly still. I lost consciousness until I became aware of someone talking on the telephone.
Yes, Lieutenant. 2 dead. Mrs. Baker in the house, and Dr. Philip Simpson in the woods back of the house. Yeah, 1 bullet in each of them. John says Dr. Simpson was pretty far gone when he found him. Says he tried to tell him something. John thinks it was something about a monkey still running around out there with a loaded gun. It beats me too, Lieutenant. No, nothing else. Oh, yes, we found a black skull cap hanging on the chandelier. That's what I said, skull cap. Odd-shaped thing. Can't figure out what it's for, no. Right. Oh, better get that ambulance out here fast. Professor may still have a chance. Here it comes now, Lieutenant.
That's how it happened. Exactly how it happened. The police are still puzzled. Chi-Chi will probably find roaming the woods the gun somewhere nearby. Chi-Chi did it. Tell the police Chi-Chi did it. Why? Perhaps it was mimicking Helen after it witnessed her shooting me. I shall never know. As for whether my wife murdered me willfully, or suffered temporary insanity, or was influenced by my mental energy, you must judge for yourself after you read the full record of the experiment in the notebook. Yes. Go tell the police and Professor Seligson. You can locate him through the American Society of University Professors. Tell them I decided to communicate the foregoing just an hour ago when I heard the operating team give me up.
And they say dead men tell no tales. Talking about the brain, though, let me give you men a tip. If your wife is trying to talk you to death, don't worry. Master the secret of mind over chatter. But seriously, a guy I know didn't even answer his wife. She threatened to divorce him because he was unsociable. So he hit her over the head with a mashie. Told the jury he wanted to be clubby. I'll be back shortly.
Amco Transmissions, may we help you?
I hope so. My frisky Ford is making funny noises.
Oh, like what?
Like this.
Hey, that's great.
You mean everything's okay?
No, I was admiring your car sounds. As for your Ford, ma'am, well, I'd have to look at it to tell you exactly what's wrong. But I can say of the 3 million automatic transmissions Amco serviced, over 900,000 of them were Fords.
You can cure my buzzes?
Oh, you bet. We've gotten stranger sounds than that out of
Ford, Torino, and the Maverick, and the Mustang, and the Pinto, and the LTD.
Rest assured, we'll get rid of your buzzes.
Oh, terrific. I'll zoom. Excuse me. Right down.
Nobody knows your automatic transmission better than Amco. AA MCO.
There are over 500 AMCO centers coast to coast. Consult your yellow pages for the AMCO center near you. AA MCO AMCO.
Our cast included Roger DeKoven, Bryna Rayburn, and Nat Polan. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The
WOR Mystery Theater was brought to you by ShopRite Supermarkets, where you get a lot more for a little less, and by Suburban Savings with offices throughout North Jersey. The preceding Mystery Theater program was furnished by the CBS Radio Network.
I'm Fulton Lewis in the Mutual Broadcasting System studios in Washington, D.C. Now, my commentary. The staff of the Senate Watergate Committee says that the weight of the evidence before it tends to establish that former Attorney General John Mitchell did approve the plans that led to the original Watergate break-in. Convicted Watergate conspirator G. Gordon Liddy is alleged to have used large sums of money provided by the Committee for Re-election of the President to finance that break-in and the wiretapping at the Democratic National Committee headquarters in the Watergate Hotel and office complex here in Washington. A draft report of the Watergate staff's conclusions also said that available facts can only support the conclusion that payments made to the Watergate defendants by White House aides were intended only to keep them silent as to the involvement of other persons in the Watergate break-in or other activities embarrassing to the White House. All those conclusions were made available by a source close to the committee who emphasized that they are based on a rough draft prepared mainly by Watergate Committee Counsel Samuel Dash and do not represent any final conclusions that the 7 senators on the panel may eventually draw. The draft report states, the committee finds that the weight of the evidence tends to establish that former Attorney General John Mitchell did approve the Liddy intelligence plan with a $250,000 budget in Key Biscayne on March 30th of 1972. The draft report also states that the staff has found no evidence to support President Nixon's claims, as reported in his statement of May 22, 1973, that he personally withdrew his approval of a widespread and covert intelligence gathering plan authored by White House aide Tom Charles Houston. But the staff report said that the Houston plan, which called for the creation of an interagency domestic intelligence unit authorized to commit break-ins and even open private mail and plant listening devices, was never, according to the committee records, never implemented. The staff report also said no legal justification on national security grounds could be found for the burglary of the office of the psychiatrist of Pentagon Papers burglar, Dr. Daniel Ellsberg. The draft reports of the staff finds it difficult to accept the claim of former White House domestic advisor John Ehrlichman that the Ellsberg break-in was not carried out without his express knowledge and authorization. The 170-page draft report will be discussed by the 7 Watergate senators in an executive session on Thursday morning. The public issuance of that report today by the staff member, though, I think confirms the worst suspicions about the Senate Watergate Committee. It is outrageous, to say the least, that a group of staff members of any Senate committee could issue such damaging statements about anyone, in effect indictments. That, of course, is the job of the judicial branch of government, where a person who is accused can confront and cross-examine his accusers. White House lawyer James St. Clair formally informed U.S. District Court Judge John Sirica today that President Nixon will turn over no more Watergate tapes, and Special Prosecutor Leon Jaworski said that he would continue the court fight to get those tapes. Judge Sirica himself issued a statement after a meeting in his chambers saying that he would meet with the lawyers in the case on Friday to map out the impending court battle. St. Clair announced at the White House yesterday that attempts at working out a compromise over Jaworski's subpoena for tapes and documents covering some 64 White House conversations had been terminated, and that the president would fight the case all the way to the Supreme Court if need be. The chief counsel for the House impeachment inquiry said today that the White House has definitely not given the House Judiciary Committee the full Watergate story, and that he will recommend issuing additional subpoenas to obtain further evidence. Counsel John Doerr made the statement when he was asked at a news conference about that statement of yesterday by St. Clair that, quote, as far as Watergate is concerned, the president has concluded that that full story is now out. St. Clair had also announced the president's decision to give no more Watergate tapes or documents to the Judiciary Committee. Committee Chairman Peter Rodino said that the panel will take the president's refusal to supply additional material under consideration. Possibly next week will address itself to the issuance of a subpoena. Michigan Republican Representative Edward Hutchinson, the senior Republican on the committee, said that he remains opposed to any further subpoena. Hutchinson declared, I just don't think a subpoena is enforceable, He voted against issuing a subpoena last month. The subpoena, however, was approved by a vote of 34-3 by the panel. Hutchinson today added, "Whatever we get, I think we're going to have to get through negotiation and through discussion, not through subpoena." In another Watergate-related development, the White House did acknowledge today that there might be periods of silence in some of the Watergate tapes that were transcribed and edited for the Judiciary Committee, but it said all the words which could be heard are reflected in the transcripts. In the meantime, a Jesuit priest who serves on the White House staff said today that suggestions that President Nixon's Watergate tapes disclose a degree of immorality are, in his words, erroneous, unjust, and contain elements of hypocrisy. Dr. John McLaughlin made his comments at a news conference that was arranged by the White House in an apparent attempt to counter rising criticism resulting from the recently released transcripts of those White House conversations. Yesterday, as you recall, Senate Republican leader Hugh Scott of Pennsylvania said that those transcripts reveal, in Scott's words, a deplorable, shabby, disgusting, and immoral performance by each of those who participated in the discussions. A cross-section of religious leaders and ethics specialists said that the edited conversations reflect a contempt for fairness and truth. McLaughlin said that his comments were not aimed directly at Senator Scott, whom he described as a venerable and revered figure in American politics, but he said to criticize the president on moral grounds is unjust and politically erroneous because he contended the president's role in seeking world peace shows that he is a man of great moral leadership. Father McLaughlin said today the president is not a god living on Mount Olympus. He is a human being with human imperfections like you and like me. The profanity that was deleted from the transcripts of the president's conversations, he said, should be viewed as a form of emotional drainage, a form of therapy, a form of release. McLaughlin joined the White House staff as a speechwriter back in 1971, and now as a special deputy assistant who describes himself as an advisor, a fact finder, and a presidential spokesman. Question about the president's consideration of the payment of hush money to Watergate defendants. McLaughlin today said the transcripts show that the president never authorized any such payments, but he said the president's discussion of the matter with since-fired White House counsel John Dean was part of a chief executive's right to reasonably entertain all options in considering problems. Father McLaughlin said that he agreed that the presidency has been enfeebled by the continuing controversy over Watergate, but he added, quote, "I cannot contemplate any set of circumstances where President Nixon would resign." He said he opposed the original release of the Watergate tapes to the grand juries because he knew it would lead to continuing demands for access to private presidential files. Father McLaughlin today said it's like losing your virginity. The next time is a little easier. William E. Simon was sworn in today as the nation's new Secretary of the Treasury. He promptly called for a new political will in the fight against the nation's soaring inflation rate. The former New York bonds trader said inflation will be his number one problem and project, and he urged the cooperation of the administration and the Congress in helping to solve inflation. President Nixon joked that Simon evidently was practicing productivity in his own personal life, a reference to the fact that 6 of the 7 Simon children sat in the front row during the swearing-in ceremony. Simon has said he believes the answer to the nation's inflation problem is increased productivity, combined with restrained government spending and other moderate monetary and fiscal policies. The White House, whose casual press release type announcement of Simon's nomination 3 weeks ago raised some eyebrows, pulled out all the stops for today's ceremony in the White House East Room, which included music by the Marine Band. Up on Capitol Hill, meanwhile, 7 full months after the energy crush started, the Senate finally started opening debate on legislation to reduce the fuel shortage without addressing the problems of rising petroleum prices. The bill under consideration is a modified version of one vetoed on March 6th by the president, who objected to a provision in it rolling back crude oil prices. The Senate then refused to override the presidential veto. The current bill is chiefly sponsored by Senator Henry Jackson, the Washington Democrat, chairman of the Senate Interior Committee, It would give the new Federal Energy Administration power to implement conservation programs subject to a veto by either house of the Congress. The FEA also would have authority to set up a standby program for rationing gasoline and other petroleum products subject to the same veto provision. The FEA was created under a bill that was signed just yesterday by the President.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Revenge is sweet or evil or empty, according to the feelings of the writer at the moment he or she created the story of revenge. However, there's no denying that the literature of the world abounds in stories of diabolical revenge which are eagerly read. I myself have shuddered deliciously at many great stories of revenge, but I can honestly say that I have never read a more blood-chilling story of revenge than the one I bring you today.
No, I'm not interested in any of the other objects you've shown me. It's the dagger that I want.
Sahib, I have no wish to displease you, but I cannot sell you that dagger.
Why not?
Because this is a dagger that drinks blood and can be sold only to one who thirsts for blood. You are not such a one. This is the dagger of the assassin. The dagger that finds its own victim and never fails to kill. Our mystery drama, The Dagger of Almohades, was adapted from the Arthur Conan Doyle classic, especially for the Mystery Theater by Murray Burnett, and stars John Lithgow and Patricia Elliott. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Today I bring you a story of hatred deeper than the ocean depths. A story that started in India and finished in England. History records many assassination cults. One of the lesser known flourished in Turkey. Its members used a ritual dagger as their weapon. A fearsome blade known as the Dagger of Almohades.
My name is Lytton, Major John Lytton, formerly a surgeon with Her Majesty's troops in India. I'm a collector of Eastern curios, and although my intellect tells me that none of the happenings could be laid at my door, nevertheless, I wish to heaven I had never heard or seen the Dagger of Almohades. However, one hot afternoon in Benares, I had left the post to go on a shopping expedition, and I found and purchased this dagger. To my astonishment, the following afternoon, the merchant who'd sold it to me appeared at my dispensary on the post.
Sahib, 1,000 pardons for disturbing you, but only the gravest of circumstances would make me come to your office.
Yes, Mitraj. What's wrong?
The dagger I sold you yesterday, Sahib. It was a mistake.
Look, I have a number of patients waiting, Mitraj. Forget politeness and come to the point.
I must ask for it back.
What?
Of course, I will pay you not only the price you gave me, which was ridiculously small, but also I will give you a profit.
But I don't want to sell it. I bought it because I like it. I still like it.
I should never have sold the dagger. It was a mistake.
Well, it was your mistake, and you'll have to pay for it.
Oh, please don't say that, Sahib. You do not know the price I shall have to pay.
Now, look, if you made a bad deal, I'm sorry, but the dagger is mine, and
Sahib, it is my life we're talking about.
Nonsense.
And not only mine, but also yours, if you insist on keeping the dagger.
You're serious, aren't you?
I beg you to listen most attentively. As you know, this was not an Indian, but a Turkish dagger. It is known as the dagger of Almohades. It belongs to a sect of assassins. The dagger can belong only to one of them. If it should fall into other hands, they will get it back at any cost.
Well, how did you get it?
From some scoundrel who deceived me.
And what opened your eyes?
I had a visitor, Sahib. One I hope never has occasion to pay a call upon you. So, do what is best for both of us, and give me back the dagger.
I was due in surgery, and Mitraj had to be content with my promise to come to his shop in Benares that night. I made the promise because there had been a very real note of panic in Mitraj's voice as he spoke of the dagger.
Who's there?
Major Lytton.
Oh, yes, Sahib. How kind of you to come. You have the dagger?
No.
Major, I am afraid it was most unwise of you to come without it.
Now, look, I'm not going along with you, Mitraj, until I get a complete explanation.
Oh, well then, let me explain. The Almohades are a Turkish sect, religiously based, and these are ceremonial daggers.
You mean they're not functional? Well, I would have thought...
You didn't handle the blade, did you?
Well, I took it out of the scabbard, as you did when you showed it to me.
The blade is impregnated, Sahib, with a deadly, untraceable poison.
Oh, where did you get all this wild stuff?
Shortly after I sold you the dagger, I had a visitor, a member of the sect. These daggers are never sold. They are handed down from father to son and are used only in ritual killings.
Well, then how did you come by it?
A thief stole the dagger and fled. He came to me among other dealers and took advantage of my ignorance. The owner also came to me looking for the dagger. I told him I had sold it. That is when he told me to get it back.
Now, how do you know that this owner was telling you the truth?
He had proof, Sahib. Another dagger. Exactly the same.
I see.
Also, he had an ear belonging to the man who had sold me the dagger.
Oh, come now, Mitra.
No, they also brought me the man, missing an ear. So please, Sahib, anything you want, I shall give you. Take your pick of anything in my poor shop. But please, I must have the dagger.
There was such panic in his voice that I relented and agreed that he should accompany me to the camp, and I'd return the dagger either for what I'd paid for it or in exchange for something from his shop. We reached my quarters and went to my chest where I'd stored the dagger.
Yes, I see you are a person of precise habits.
Yes, childhood training. Hello. This is strange. I never leave my shirts here, and I know I put the dagger under the shirts.
You are certain that it was in the chest, Sahib?
I'm positive. And it's not here now.
Well, perhaps you put it somewhere else. Somewhere for safekeeping.
You're grasping at straws, Mitraj. The dagger's gone. Someone has stolen it.
I think I should be going. It would be best for me to leave immediately.
The next time I saw Mitraj was in the Benares morgue. He had been stabbed to death. The dagger was never recovered, but Mitraj's murder brought another player upon the scene. Major General Tony Andreas, later to become Lord Andreas. I first met Tony when I'd been summoned to testify at the inquest on Mitraj.
Come in, Lytton, and please be so kind as to close the door behind you.
Thank you, sir.
Have a chair.
I'm Major General Andreas. Rotten job taking care of personnel and records and handling all the legal nonsense that comes up. Now, what are these rumors I hear about some kind of involvement you had with this merchant, Mitrage?
Well, sir, I purchased a dagger from him. It was a curio. I collect Eastern objets d'art.
Was there anything special about this missing dagger?
Well, according to the murdered man, sir, it was a ritual dagger used by an assassination cult. The Almohades, I believe.
Not Indian in origin?
No, not at all. Turkish, I believe.
Fine. Then I don't believe that it will be necessary for you to mention this at the inquest. You agree?
Well, yes, sir. I can't see that it would serve any purpose.
Good. We're in agreement. I assume you won't object if I accompany you to the inquest?
Not at all, sir.
I really apologize, Major, for sort of horning in this way, but regulations are the very devil if you follow them, and even worse if you don't.
Yes, I understand, sir.
Tell me, Corporal, is this the office where the bad girls report?
That was the first time I heard the voice of Jennifer Wilson. But unfortunately, not the last, as she was to prove even more deadly than the dagger of Almohades. Tony Andreas later told me of her first meeting with him.
I had expected an office more suited to your rank as a Major General.
This camp isn't as well equipped as Calcutta, Miss Wilson.
Please, call me Jennifer. And what's your first name?
I think that's a little out of line, considering the circumstances, Miss Wilson.
Don't tell me you're going to be one of those stuffy English army officers who don't do anything but quote regulations and huff and puff when you even show an ankle.
Are you trying to shock me, Miss Wilson?
Not at all. Since I was practically ordered to come here, I'm asserting my independence. I don't like being ordered.
The order didn't come from me. And you, above all, should understand the reason for it.
I don't think you need worry. Not many men will kill for love.
Not many. But there are also very few women as beautiful as you.
Oh, well, gallantry. I didn't expect it. Now tell me, sir, am I here to receive instructions from you to see to it that army officers do not fall in love with me?
It should be obvious to you that what happened on the military base in Calcutta was close to a national scandal.
Oh, that depends on one's point of view.
And what's yours?
In the Middle Ages, it was quite common for knights to joust for the favors of a lady. I find it romantic that two men were so much in love with me that they fought a duel. It is regrettable one of them died.
This isn't the Middle Ages, and dueling is a criminal offense in the British Army.
Isn't a soldier's business the killing?
Would you consider it tactless if I asked you what were your feelings toward these young men?
Not at all. I liked them both. I promised them nothing. If they chose to fight over me, that was their business.
I see. The Army has made it my business to tell you that it is completely within my discretion to decide upon the length of your stay with your uncle. If at any time your actions lead me to believe your presence here would cause trouble, you will be asked to leave. Is that understood?
Perfectly, sir. It would seem that I should try to be very nice to you, shouldn't I?
There's an old saying prevalent among Middle Europeans which goes, with friends like that, who needs enemies? In retrospect, Major General Tony Andreas should have run, not walked, away from Jennifer Wilson. But we'll return to him and the lady shortly in Act 2. I've often wondered what makes a woman a femme fatale. Perhaps, like beauty, it is only in the eye of the beholder. One thing is certain. From Salome to Cleopatra, through the Empress Josephine and Mata Hari, the femme fatale draws men to their doom effortlessly and sometimes innocently. It's for you to judge whether or not Jennifer Wilson's actions were innocent as we continue our tale of love, hate, and revenge.
Obviously, the arrival of any beautiful young English woman such as Jennifer Wilson in Benares would have made tongues wag. But her reputation and her behavior caused a sensation, particularly since it was obvious that Major General Andreas took more than just an official interest in her.
Sorry to be so frightfully late, Tony, but I've just had a most unpleasant experience.
My dear Jen, I've learned in these last few weeks that there are two kinds of time. Regular time and Jennifer time. According to the latter, you're not late at all. Our appointment was at 4 o'clock, and it's now just 4:45.
You've been in Benares far longer than I. Are all shopkeepers either sinister or superstitious?
Whom do you want me to punish, and why?
I hate to be teased, Tony. This was really strange.
Now let's have tea, and you'll tell me about it. I took the liberty of ordering.
Well, I just adore those little curio shops, and I went into one in a side street because I was attracted by a bracelet in the window. The man would not sell me the bracelet unless I also bought the dagger.
What on earth are you talking about?
He said he'd been expecting me. And then he showed me this dagger, a curved, dangerous-looking weapon in which I had no interest at all. He insisted that I should buy it.
Wait a moment. Can you give me a more detailed description of this dagger?
Only that it was very ugly. It was something that I would never want.
Well, maybe we should go back to the store together. I'd like to look at that dagger.
Why?
It's something that happened before you came to Benares. It has nothing to do with you.
Well, then why did that horrible old man keep insisting I should buy it? He kept hinting I should buy it for protection. Well, why would I need protection? And from whom?
Let's go find that store.
Sahib Mem Sahiba, how may I serve you?
I'm interested in that dagger you showed the young lady earlier today.
I fail to understand.
Oh, please. I was in here earlier looking at that bracelet you have in the window, and you kept showing me this dagger.
Dagger? Are you sure you have the right shop? After all, there are so many shops.
Now, look here. This young lady is a friend of mine. She has no reason to lie about this matter.
Lie? Sahib, that is a word that would never cross my lips in relation to either you or the Mem Sahib. But please reflect a moment. I am a merchant. I have things to sell. I am anxious to sell. Why would I deny having knowledge of something you wanted to buy?
Tony, this is ridiculous. If he chooses to deny what happened here...
Would I not also remember Mem Sahib as beautiful as you? Of course. You're distinctive, but shops are so much alike.
Have you ever heard of the dagger of Almohades?
Merchants give many names to all sorts of weapons, names that are mysterious and intriguing. It helps sales, but no, Sahib. I have never heard of any such dagger.
Andreas reported this curious incident to me, but I soon forgot it. We were having casualties from an insurrection in the mountains, and I was very busy. In addition, Tony Andreas's father died, and Major General Andreas became Lord Andreas, inheriting the title of his father. This triggered a startling change in his relationship with Jennifer Wilson. It happened shortly after he returned from leave to attend the funeral in England, when they met at a social event in Benares.
Have you been avoiding me, Tony? Or should I now call you my lord?
Tony will do. Now, should I call you Jennifer or Milady?
What? Are you saying what I think you're saying?
If you think I'm proposing, then I'm saying what you think. Jen, this is the first time I've ever seen you at a loss for words. Don't tell me you're surprised. You knew how I felt about you.
Well, of course.
Well?
But I think I'd like some air. Shall we step outside?
Of course. Still tongue-tied?
I've just never thought of myself as a wife. I don't think that we should be married.
I love you, Jen. And you're the first woman I've ever said that to.
Oh, Tony, how many women have you known?
I know you can't understand why I haven't made more of my opportunities with women, but frankly, until I met you, I found most women boring.
As I'm afraid I shall find marriage. I'm a woman who craves excitement and change, not a house and servants in Belgrave Square.
I think I'll be able to make you change your mind.
What? Oh, now, what is it? If that's you, Tony, I don't find this romantic. You're disturbing my...
Bagley.
What are you doing here?
I followed you, my love. Don't think I'm going to let you go.
It isn't your choice.
I killed a man for you, and I don't intend to stand out here under your window arguing. Now, calm down. Let me in.
Oh, ridiculous. What will my uncle say?
All these months, and I'll wager you never even gave me a thought.
Now and then some questions pass through my mind.
Calm down. I'll answer them for you.
No. We're not picking up where we left off.
What do you think kept me going all these months? The thought that we'd be together again, and now we are.
I thought you were going to tell me what you've been doing since you left the army.
You put it so beautiful, my beautiful. Left the army. You mean after I was thrown out? Thrown out because I wouldn't share you with another.
Your choice, not mine.
Right. You, Jennifer, you were always my choice. And I'm here to claim you. You're mine.
You still haven't learned that I belong to no one.
Oh, not even the new Lord Andreas?
You know about Tony?
I've been keeping tabs. I've made a bundle, Jennifer. And I can make a lot more with your help.
You mean using me as bait in one of your schemes?
Don't call it a scheme. It's a magnificent stratagem. It'll make us rich.
Don't count on me.
Let me tell you what I've been doing. I made a contact with a friend of a Maharaja, a good friend, who has access to rubies and diamonds and other valuable gems. Look, I brought you a present. Here.
Oh, it's beautiful. Exquisite. There are strings to it.
Oh, definitely.
Well, I'll need time to think.
Well, now you just come into my arms, and you'll have all the time in the world.
No.
You mean it, don't you?
Yes.
All right. But while you're thinking, think about what I can do to your reputation. And don't think I won't if you choose against me.
Oh, that was great fun, Tony.
Oh, you really enjoy riding, don't you?
It's exciting. Yes, I like it.
I have stables and horses at my country place.
Tony, an old friend of mine is in Benares.
If you're referring to Liam Bagley, I know.
You know, I think sometimes I underrate you.
Not me, my dear. The army. We've kept track of fellows like Bagley.
Not our sort of chap at all, my lord?
Is he yours, Jen?
He was.
I see.
Shall we rest the horses and sit a while before we ride back?
Why not? Here, let me give you a hand.
No, thank you. But I don't need any help.
You're the most graceful woman I've ever seen.
And the most trouble.
I sometimes think I wouldn't love you if you weren't. If Bagley is really annoying you, we can get rid of him, you know.
Can you get rid of him?
I'm not happy about him. But anything you did before we met is past and doesn't concern me. I live here and now and for the future.
And I, just here and now.
The shopkeeper was lying, you know.
What?
You keep telling me how untrustworthy you are. Of course, it's not true. You're painfully honest. So I went back to the shopkeeper, and I persuaded him to tell the truth. I also purchased the dagger. You may have it if you want it.
No, it frightens me. But, well, I suppose I should thank you. I do thank you, Tony.
I'm here to see that you're not frightened, Jen. I'd like to be with you always, and you need never be frightened.
Oh, Tony.
Jennifer. Jen, my lovely Jen.
Who's that? Is there someone there? I'm coming down with the light, so there's no sense in trying to hide.
Darn it.
So it's you, Liam. Oh, what are you doing here?
Now, that's a pretty cold reception for a man who took a wax impression in order to get a key to let me in to see you.
You wouldn't have thought of walking up and ringing the bell.
You know me, love. Extra keys always come in handy.
Liam, it is over between us.
Not on your life. When I shot and killed Williams and torpedoed my army career, we were bound together forever.
Only in your mind.
And in my heart and soul.
Keep away from me. I'll call for help.
I know your uncle's away at a meeting, and I also know the servants are gone. So I'll give you a choice. I have horses and a carriage waiting. You can either pack your things and get dressed, or come with me the way you are.
I'm warning you, Liam. Keep your distance.
I remember the last time you warned me to keep my hands off you.
Liam, it's no use.
Oh, I like it when you fight and scratch. What's this? A pistol? My beautiful Jen has taken to carrying a pistol.
Let her go, Bagley. Now.
Why, of course. Well, but isn't the very model of a model Major General? Or is it Lord Andreas you prefer?
Get out.
Oh, you disappoint me, sir. I was given to understand work would keep you...
You were misinformed. I thought it best to follow you. I was right.
Well, we'll see about that.
No, we won't. Get up.
If I get up, Major General, my lord, sir, you'll be sorry. Because I learned my fighting in the back streets of Dublin.
On your feet.
Watch yourself, my lord. I'm no gentleman.
Neither am I.
Very good, sir. But this time I'll go for the king. Oh, Jennifer. I should have known. From the day I met you, I was looking at my own death.
An argument between a man and a woman as to which of the sexes had the most problems came to a surprising end when the man insisted that men have more problems. When asked to prove it, he said simply, "It's obvious. Men have to put up with women." I would add, men don't have to. They choose to, just as Lord Andreas has made a choice. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was not noted for his female characters, perhaps because his two men, Holmes and Watson, were so overpoweringly real. However, he did create two memorable women, Irene Adler in A Scandal in Bohemia and Jennifer Wilson in today's story. There is an interesting difference. Although Irene Adler was Holmes' worthy opponent, she was essentially moral, whereas Jennifer Wilson is one of fiction's most amoral women.
Oh, he's dead. Liam is dead.
Yes, Jennifer. You're an excellent shot. But was it really necessary?
Well, Tony, I wasn't sure you would win.
You shot him to protect me?
Partly.
That won't do.
What?
There will be an inquiry. Once again, you're involved. Luckily, I can testify that Bagley was attacking you. You should be acquitted.
And you?
You're concerned about me.
You were protecting me. You fought for me.
I had intended to resign my commission anyway. Go back to London. And there, I had hoped to be married.
And so, in a glittering wedding that was a great social event, Jennifer Wilson and Lord Anthony Andreas were married. The beauteous Lady Andreas was the sensation of London society, and for a short time things went well for the handsome new couple. But events took an ugly turn when Lady Andreas met Sir Gerald Stone, the most brilliant surgeon in London. They met at a charity ball.
May I cut in? Why, of course.
Sir, I don't even know you. But I'm aware that you've been staring at me most of the evening.
Yes, feasting my eyes. I now regret that I took my vacation abroad. Allow me to introduce myself. Sir Gerald Stone.
Lady Andreas.
Yes, I know. I intend to call you Jennifer.
Really?
Yes, and that's not all I intend either.
You're aware, of course, that I'm recently married.
Unimportant.
To you or to me?
To both of us.
You're very sure of yourself.
Well, why not?
I'm not in need of surgery, Sir Gerald.
Oh, no, of course not. You're in need of entertainment. Meet me at Dunstan's in half an hour. And that was how it started. A liaison that had all London talking. The most famous surgeon in London, handsome, debonair, and society's most glamorous beauty. Neither of them made any attempt at secrecy, and their behavior was brazen, to say the least. Of course, Lord Andreas could not help but see what was happening.
Going out again, Jen?
Yes.
I can't say you didn't warn me.
About what, love?
About marriage not being your dish of tea.
Oh, you're disturbed about Sir Gerald.
The devil with Sir Gerald. It's you who scares me, Jen.
You ought to know by now, Tony, I'm like a cat. I always land on my feet.
You have a lot of feline qualities, Jen. But even a cat has only 9 lives. How many escapes have you had?
I haven't kept track.
You should, Jennifer. You're walking very close to the line.
Ah, threat, Tony, my dear. I should think if you're contemplating any action, you should deal with Sir Gerald.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? 2 more men fighting over you.
You know, Tony, I'd really like to see someone go up against Gerald. He's terribly conceited and terribly strong.
I don't intend to oblige you.
That's a pity. Meanwhile, I have to run. Oh, don't wait up for me.
I shan't. But, Jen, remember, you've been warned.
The scandal grew to such proportions that I felt constrained to speak to Sir Gerald Stone about it. I was no longer in the army and was practicing medicine in London. My practice had brought me in close contact with Stone. We were associated with the same hospital.
Well, good to see you, Lytton. I assume you want to talk to me about my relationship with Andre's wife.
Well, I must say you take it coolly.
Well, what other way is there to take it? Jennifer knows exactly what she's doing, and so do I. If Andres can't hold his wife, well, don't blame me.
She isn't thinking of leaving Tony, is she?
Oh, I should hope not. I'm not looking for marriage. And if I were, Jennifer would be my last choice. She's too restless. She's a marvelous companion, but...
have you heard from Andreas?
No, not a word. Not that it would make any difference. Were you going to ask me to give her up, Lytton? Was that what you had in mind?
I really don't know. I was hoping that perhaps I could persuade you.
Well, put it out of your mind. Well, I admit I can't see the end of this affair yet. But it will end. And then a new scandal will be on everyone's tongue, and it will be forgotten.
Yes, perhaps.
Who the devil would that be calling at this hour?
Well, if you'd care to go to the door...
No need to. My housekeeper will answer.
Yes?
I must see Dr. Stone.
It's past his office hours and the doctor's going out.
At once, it is a matter of life and death. Here is my card.
Oh, I can't promise anything, but come into the waiting room. I'll go into the doctor's study and tell him you're here.
Thank you, but please do it quickly. There is so little time.
Yes, what is it?
A patient who insists on seeing you, Doctor. A foreign gentleman.
Well, didn't you tell him it was after hours?
Please, doctor, I assure you this is a matter of life and death, a matter that cannot wait and needs your immediate attention.
Well, come in, but make it fast. Now, what's the problem? You look healthy enough to me.
It is not I, sir. It is my wife. She is the one who so desperately needs you. You're the only man in the world who can save her life.
I give my housekeeper your address. I'll come round in the morning. I have an engagement tonight.
The morning will be too late. Here, in this purse, there are 100 gold pieces, and they are yours. Only save my wife.
But I have no idea what's wrong with her.
I will tell you. I also promise it will not take you more than 1 hour.
Well, how can you make such a promise? Are you a physician?
I am a dealer in curios, Sahib. That is why I came to London. I have done good business. Next week, I go back for more things, but I did not succeed in selling everything this trip. Have you ever heard of the dagger of Almohades, Sahib?
Please, confine yourself to what is necessary.
You will see that it is necessary, most necessary. Today, my wife fell down in a faint in the room in which I keep my wares, and she cut her lower lip upon this accursed dagger.
Oh, yes, I say so. Well, you wish me to dress the wound?
No, it is far worse than that, Sahib. These daggers are poisoned.
Poisoned?
That is the sadness. There is no man living, no physician, east or west, who can tell now what is the poison or what the cure. I know this because my father was in his trade before me, and we had much business with these poisoned weapons.
Well, what are the symptoms?
Deep sleep and death in 30 hours.
But if, as you say, there is no cure, why should you pay me this enormous fee?
No drug can cure, but the knife may.
How?
The poison is slow of absorption. It remains for some hours in the wound.
Well, then it might be cleansed by washing.
No, it is too subtle and too deadly.
Excision of the wound, then?
Yes, Sahib. If it be the finger, take the finger off. So said my father always. But when I think of where this wound is, and that it is my wife, it is a dreadful thing to think upon.
Well, if what you say is correct, it is better to lose the lip than life.
I fear the Sahib speaks the truth. Let us go. I have a cab waiting.
Well, it's rather dark in here.
It's the room where I keep my wares. I thought it best not to move her. We can light more candles.
Yes, well, please do so. And boil some water. We'll need sterilization.
At once?
Is that the patient on the couch over there?
That is my wife. I pray to Allah you may help her.
Yes, as I see, she's already in the sleep you described. Now I shall have to lift the veil.
No, it is forbidden. For men of our faith, the yashmak must stay on. You can see the wound on the lower lip, below the veil.
Well, I don't like it, but, well, if you insist...
It is not I, but my faith that makes the rules.
Well, very well, very well. Would you open my bag and hand me the green bottle you'll find there?
What is in the bottle? Chloroform. Alas, that is also forbidden to us. It is a spirit, and we make no use of such things.
You don't mean to tell me that you're going to have your wife undergo an operation without an anesthetic?
She will feel nothing, Sahib. Already the deep sleep of the poison has come on. Also, I have given her of our Smyrna opium.
This wound, it, shows no signs of irritation.
I beg you do not trifle. You do not know. It is deadly, this poison. Only the knife can save her.
Yes, well, nevertheless, I am inclined to wait.
Sahib, forgive me if I speak sharply. I know too well that you are the greatest surgeon in England, but that is why I have paid you a small fortune. But I cannot stand here and allow my wife to sink into the death coma.
But the disfigurement will be frightful.
It is kismet. Her mouth will not be a pretty one to kiss. But she will live, Sahib. She will live.
Well, very well. If you feel that strongly, bring the water. I'll sterilize my instruments. Oh, now, I'll need some assistance. Will you be able to help me?
Anything to save her life. I am yours to command.
Yeah, that's the last suture. She should be all right now. Except, of course, for the disfigurement.
You are truly a remarkable surgeon, Sahib. Your hands are swift and sure.
Well, thank you. I'll just pack my bag and be on my way to my appointment.
I don't think you'll have far to go, Sir Gerald.
What? You're talking like an Englishman now. What's happened to your accent?
No longer necessary, Sir Gerald. Permit me to introduce myself. Under this beard and this ridiculous tarbush and robes, I'm Tony Andreas.
Andreas? Well, what are you up to in that disguise? Is this some sort of practical joke?
Like the accent, the yashmak is no longer necessary. If you remove it, you'll see that you've kept your appointment with Jennifer after all.
Oh, no, you didn't. No man could stand by and see his wife mutilated, maimed.
Lift the veil, Doctor, and look on your handiwork.
Oh, Lord, what have I done? What have I done to you, Jennifer?
I compliment you, Sir Gerald, on a very professional job.
That night, I received a telephone call from Sir Gerald Stone's housekeeper. She told me that Lord Andreas had brought him home in a pitiable condition and begged me to come at once. When I arrived at his house, I found a babbling wreck of what had once been a man who'd completely lost his senses. As for Lady Andreas, all London wondered why she entered a convent and was never seen again.
Revenge, which is often taken in real life, should properly be left to writers. They have created more varied and more horrible forms of vengeance than any that reality can give us. Certainly the revenge devised by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle for the wife of Lord Andreas is as diabolical and appropriate as any in my experience. I'll be back shortly. I do not know whether the dagger of Almohades actually exists. I doubt whether Conan Doyle himself could tell us. But remember, the old merchant who insisted that the dagger was bound up with the life of Jennifer Wilson? I think that Conan Doyle believed, along with Robert Herrick, that there is no armor against fate. And it was Jennifer's destiny to be destroyed by the dagger of Almohades. Our cast included Patricia Elliott, John Lithgow, Cork Benson, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
What about the Indian?
If you ask me, the Indian knows already.
How could he know?
I think it's obvious to almost everyone except your husband.
Walter, why did you agree to come on the trip? If he'd gone alone, we could have had such a good time by ourselves at home.
How can you even ask, Ruth? You know I'm completely dependent on his sponsorship.
I know. And I hate it. Well, maybe.
Maybe what? I need his recommendation for the teaching post, and that's all there is to it.
If you had a ton of gold, you wouldn't have to teach, would you?
No. I would say not.
And if I had a ton of gold, I wouldn't have to be his wife either.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.